Chapter 968. Time ticked by, and a level 6 ability user was about to be born. Everyone wanted to ask, what happened to Qinfun? Qinfun himself couldn't answer this question. What happened to him? Why did he hesitate when he saw the person lying in the fourth chamber? Qinfun would never have thought that Qin Wudao was lying in there. It was his cousin, Qin Wudao. If Qinfun saw Qin Wudao and Qin Shao before the Qin family's martial arts competition, he would have killed them without hesitation. But after the martial arts competition, Qin Shitian told Qinfun many secrets. Qinfun felt that he owed these cousins, and he wanted to make it up to them. He couldn't do anything to Qin Wudao anymore. There were 4 boys and 1 girl in the Qin family's direct line of descent. Excluding Qin Duoer, one of Qinfun's 3 younger brothers was dead, and Qin Yi was Qin Wudao's younger brother. Qinfun didn't want to fight among himself. After all, they were family, and the same blood flowed in their veins. Rumble. Suddenly, a loud noise rang out, waking Qinfun up from his daze. Prince William laughed. Ha ha, ha ha. Success. A level 6 ability user is about to be born. This world will belong to the William family in the future. The loud noise came from the 5 experiment cabins. The glass doors of the 5 experiment cabins all exploded, but it wasn't opened by outsiders. Instead, it was the 5 people inside who woke up and broke the experiment cabins themselves. The sounds of intense fighting suddenly stopped. The metahumans of the William family and the group of bloodbreeds had already stopped fighting. Everyone looked at the 5 subjects walking out of the experiment chamber with completely different expressions on their faces. Success? A level 6 ability user succeeded. The William family members screamed with excitement and joy. Count was depressed, but he didn't blame Qinfun. He guessed that Qinfun must have encountered some trouble. Father, Professor Mike, how does everyone feel? Prince William ran to the side of the 5 subjects. This time, the subjects included William Hagen and Professor Mike. The 5 of them were still naked, but they didn't care at all. Moreover, the laboratory was full of men, so there was nothing to hide. William Hagen's eyes flickered with a deep light. He was checking his hands, feet, and body as if this body didn't belong to him. It was a momentary feeling of doubt after a sudden increase in power. I did it, I really did it. I'm now a level 6 spatial arcanist. I feel like I'm going to explode. Professor Mike screamed. His figure flashed and suddenly disappeared into thin air. He was probably feeling out how powerful he was now. The other 2 level 6 arcanists also screamed. Everyone knew that this experiment was extremely dangerous. Now that they survived and successfully broke through to level 6 arcanists, they were so happy that they could fly to the sky. Qinfun, you're actually here. Just in time. I'm going to kill you to avenge my brother. When Qin Wudao came back to his senses, he immediately saw Qinfun sitting on the ground. With a furious roar, Qin Wudao sent a fireball flying over. Rumble. A level 6 ability user was incomparably powerful, and the speed and intensity of the flames had reached a new peak. Qinfun was stunned for a moment, and the fireball was about to engulf him, when a black shadow flashed by and threw Qinfun away. Hurry up and leave. I'll stop them. Count appeared where Qinfun had been, and his upper body was surrounded by flames. Originally, Qinfun and the others were determined to destroy the experimental base of the level 6 arcanists. But when the rank 6 metahumans appeared, Count lost all hope. He knew that if they continued to fight, they would all die. He wanted to use his life to stop these metahumans, so that Qinfun and the Blood Tribe could survive. Qinfun, what's wrong? Hurry up and pull yourself together. Li Xingtian had already run in from outside. He no longer cared about his life and was shaking Qinfun's body. Qinfun suddenly woke up, looking at Count, who was burned black and had a ferocious expression. Qinfun felt as if his heart had been stabbed several times. This was a battlefield, and there was no room for brotherly love. Whoosh! A ray of ice flew and covered Count's body. Qinfun landed beside Count and stared at William Hagen and the others. Count was quite injured, but he forced a smile and looked at Qinfun. You've finally become a man. I thought you were so scared that you couldn't stand up just now. Cut the crap. I'll stop them later. You and the Blood Clan scram. Qin Fun's face was cold, and his whole body was filled with murderous intent. Count shook his head and said, "It's you who should scram. I don't want to see you two anymore. One is so scared that he fell, and the other can't help. Scram." Qin Fun and Count scolded each other, but neither of them left. William Hagen and the other level 6 arcanists seemed to have adapted to their new bodies and abilities, and they walked over with a smile. "Ha, you're Qin Fun? Last time at Kyoto University, you captured my son and killed a member of my William family. We still haven't settled this score. You two should stop arguing. Today, neither of you will be leaving. Both of you will be buried with the dead warriors of the William family." Rumble. Qin Fun was a hot-tempered person, and he could not stand the enemy acting cool in front of him. Without a word, Qin Fun sent out a ball of destructive fire and slapped Li Xingtian at the same time, pushing Li Xingtian out of the room. "Fuck. Elite Bloodbreed. I won't rest until one of us is dead." Count also moved, swinging his Sky Splitter axe at Professor Mike. As soon as the axe fell, there was a wind-breaking sound, and Professor Mike disappeared. "Ha ha! With just a few of you? Ha ha!" The room was filled with the laughter of the William family. After successfully advancing to level 6 arcanists, the William family members were not afraid of Qin Fun and the others. They were not even in a hurry to fight with Qin Fun. Instead, they mocked them with playful expressions. Qin Wudao was very angry. The reason why he joined the William family and carried out dangerous experiments was to wait for this day. When he broke through to level 6, he would kill Qin Fun. Qin Wudao was a dual attribute arcanist, and he had displayed this ability during the Qin family martial arts meet. Qin Fun was trapped by Qin Wudao, and he could only dodge, but he could not attack Qin Wudao. Count and the others were also in danger. The Bloodbreed members were almost completely wiped out, and only Count and the last 5 Bloodbreeds were left fighting with their lives on the line. The level 6 arcanists did not make a move, and it was still the same group of arcanists who were fighting. Golden Condor trapped Qin Wudao. Qin Fun was driven mad, and he leaped into the air with a roar. Qin Wudao then chased after Qin Fun with a fireball. Halfway through, a huge strange bird blocked his head. The light was covered by the flaming Golden Condor, and it felt like dark clouds were covering the sun. Boom! The Golden Condor opened its mouth, and a large ball of flame shot out. Qin Wudao quickly stopped, and a layer of ice armor appeared on his body. Qin Fun did not care about the fight here. He was in the air, and he looked around. His eyes were brighter than the stars, and he quickly found Prince William. The Chongling's sword bloomed with blue light, and Qin Fun used his inner chi to slash down. The substantial sword chi was surging and majestic, and it was so fast that it was dazzling. Prince William did not feel the approaching danger, and his whole body suddenly exploded from between his eyebrows. Bang, bang, bang. The explosions continued. When everyone came to their senses, Prince William was already gone, and all that was left was a pool of blood and flesh on the ground. "Ah, my son is gone." William Hagen went crazy, and he threw himself into the pool of blood and fumbled around. But Prince William was dead, and it was impossible for him to come back to life. Boom! At the same time, Count swung his axes, and the air exploded. These 2 axes chopped down on General Bayangda's head. "You traitor, go to hell and receive your punishment." Bayangda's eyes were filled with fear, and before he could scream, he was already blown into pieces. In an instant, 2 important people were killed, and the people of the William family went completely crazy. "Qin Fun, I'm going to tear you into pieces." Professor Mike let out a strange cry and disappeared on the spot. Qin Fun was about to move and change his position, but before he could put any force into his feet, a violent gust of wind suddenly came from behind him. Bang! Professor Mike appeared, and he slapped Qin Fun's back. Qin Fun was now in a laboratory, and the laboratory was smashed out of shape. Go! Go! Kill this group of bastards and cut them into minced meat." William Hagen roared, and the other 2 level 6 mutants also attacked. One of them was a lightning mutant, and the other was a wind mutant. In the already chaotic room, several bolts of lightning suddenly struck down from the void. The 5 members of the Bloodlings were fighting the other ability users, and in a moment of carelessness, they were struck into charred black and fell to the ground, unable to get up. The battle was fierce, but it had turned into a one-sided situation. The 30-plus members of the Blood Clan that Count brought with him were all sacrificed. In the laboratory, only Count, Qin Fun, and a strange bird were left. Li Xingtian was in despair. He wanted to help, but he was powerless. Footsteps came from outside the laboratory. It turned out that the soldiers of the Iron Tang Corps had discovered the commotion, and they brought a few hundred fully armed soldiers to help. Everything seemed to be over. Count threw away the sky splitter axe in his hand and gave up fighting. He sat on the ground, hugging a few of the recently dead descendants of the Blood Clan, and waited for death to come. Qin Fun, who was trapped in a laboratory, jumped up. He looked at the scene in front of him, and it seemed like a war had broken out. Qin Fun was furious, and his eyes turned bloodshot. The plan could have been completed, but because of his personal reasons, he had delayed destroying the laboratory for more than 10 precious seconds. Qin Fun felt very guilty, and he was going to go all out. Shimin Chue Shui. Fight! Rumble. A muffled clap of thunder rang out in the void as Shimin Chue Shui descended from the sky, his white robes fluttering in the wind. The unremarkable black scabbard sword in his hand lightly slashed, and the 6 ability users who were charging at Dracula were directly cut in half at the waist. Ouyang Feng. Fight! Roar. An angry roar echoed, as if someone had released a beast that had been locked up for a long time. Chapter 969. The battlefield suddenly fell into silence, and the atmosphere became very strange. William Hagen and Professor Mike looked at Shimin Chue Shui and Ouyang Feng in astonishment. They could not figure out where these two came from. Dracula was dumbfounded. He picked up the sky splitter from the ground, looked at Shimin Chue Shui, who saved his life, and asked, "Brother, where are you from?" Shimin Chue Shui rolled his eyes at Dracula. With his cold arrogance, he did not answer Dracula's question. Everyone was still in a daze, but this was just the beginning. Glacial Snow Mastiff. Fight! Qin Fun roared again. He had decided to fight to the death and unleash all his trump cards. Qin Fun wanted to see how powerful a rank 6 paranormal was. Was he stronger than the Hedonist sovereign system? Roar. This time, it was the roar of a beast. When the Glacial Snow Mastiff appeared out of thin air, everyone cried out in surprise. There's already a monster bird that could spit fire, and now there was a ferocious wolf. Berserk Core, activate. Sky Splitter, activate. Justice Aura Metal, activate. Killer Book, activate. Demonic Roar, activate. Qin Fun kept roaring, but no one knew what he was yelling about. Dracula even thought that Qin Fun was scared out of his wits. Qin Fun ignored everyone's stares and unleashed the demonic roar. The roar was like thunder, piercing through the air and shaking the entire underground laboratory. The demonic roar was very demonic. The eyes of the paranormals and soldiers in the laboratory started to lose focus. However, the demonic roar had its drawbacks. It would attack everyone. Even Dracula, Li Xingtian, and his 2 battle pets were bewitched. Shimin Chue Shui and Ouyang Feng were strong enough to resist the temptation. William Hagen, Professor Mike, and Qin Wudao were confused. But the 5 rank 6 paranormals had strong spiritual power. They were still conscious and seemed to be fighting against the demonic roar. The demonic roar consumed a lot of inner chi. Seeing that it was about time, Qin Fun flew up and shouted, "Kill them!" Clang! Qin Fun was dressed in the purple thunder wild robe. He held the Spiritrush sword in one hand and the Bloodthirst blade in the other. Just as the long sword was about to pierce the throat of a level 6 Arcanist, the fellow with the wind attribute suddenly sobered up. His figure flashed and turned into a gust of wind that dissipated. Dracula came back to his senses and immediately raised his Sky Splitter axe to chop down. However, he was stunned to find that the Sky Splitter axe in his hand had become as big as 2 wheels. Ouyang Feng and Shimin Shui each attacked a rank 6 metahuman. The flaming golden eagle was still engaged in a fierce battle with Qin Wudao, while the glacial snow mastiff ran to the door of the outer room to guard it. The place was filled with gunshots, and the rain-like bullets were blocked by the glacial snow mastiff's ice thorns. An extremely tough ice wall blocked the hundreds of soldiers, preventing them from entering. What was originally a situation of certain death had a shocking reversal in an instant. The 4 of them and the flaming golden eagle were enough to deal with William Hagen and the other 4 level 6 metahumans. The glacial snow mastiff was responsible for blocking the soldiers outside and protecting Li Xingqian at the same time. Puffed, puffed. Like a ghost, Qin Feng's silhouette floated around the laboratory. The bloodthirst blade in his hand was dark red, as if it was flowing blood. The dagger rose and fell, and the dozen metahumans in the laboratory were defenseless. Their bodies were as soft as tofu under the bloodthirst blade, and they were instantly sliced into pieces by Qin Feng. The red glow on the bloodthirst blade grew brighter, and Qin Feng's aura skyrocketed. After activating the killer book, Qin Feng had killed his way to the next level, and his strength was now 5 times stronger than before. How dare you kill my William family members? Die. A gust of wind rose behind Qin Feng. It was the level 6 wind elemental metahuman charging at him. Wind elemental metahumans were fast to begin with, and a level 6 metahuman was even faster. Qin Feng didn't even have the chance to turn around before he was smashed by the wind elemental metahuman's fist. Brat, you're courting death. Dracula roared and swung his battle axe at Qin Feng. The Sky Splitter Axe's ability was activated, and the battle axe was even bigger than a wheel. A giant dragon whizzed past, piercing through the air. Rumble. The Sky Splitter Axe fell to the ground, and a huge crater was formed. The wind elemental metahuman disappeared and appeared beside Qin Feng in the blink of an eye. Qin Feng, who was lying on the ground, saw a gust of wind and a dagger flashing with cold light flying toward him. Qin Feng didn't have time to think, and a purple lightning struck down from the sky. Crack! The lightning flashed, and the wind elemental metahuman finally appeared. He obviously didn't expect Qin Feng to be able to use lightning, and his body was directly struck by the purple lightning. His body was charred like charcoal, and black smoke rose from his head. Swish! Qin Feng didn't stop. He waved his right hand, and a white light flashed and shot toward the metahuman's throat. Suddenly, a strange energy rippled in the air. The wind elemental metahuman couldn't dodge Qin Feng's wind blade attack, but his body suddenly disappeared and landed beside Professor Mike. The battle was extremely fierce. Qin Feng and Dracula stood back to back, and the two were fighting Professor Mike and the wind elemental metahuman. On the other side, Ouyang Feng was fighting William Hagen, and Shimin Shui was staring at the level 6 lightning elemental metahuman. Crack! Lightning flashed everywhere, and it seemed like it never stopped. But this was not the lightning released by Qin Feng's purple thunder wild robe, but the attack of the level 6 lightning elemental metahuman. Shimin Shui couldn't stop his feet, and every time he landed, there would be a bolt of lightning behind him. Who the hell are you? My William family has no enmity with you. Why are you looking for trouble with us? William Hagen questioned. The Ouyang Feng he was fighting was too strong, and it made William Hagen impatient. Boom! Ouyang Feng didn't waste any time and replied with an iron fist. Ouyang Feng was a Stage 10 external expert and Stage 1 True Qi realm, so he was simply too powerful. William Hagen didn't have time to react after the punch, and his whole body was sent flying. Ouyang Feng followed like a shadow, and just as his foot was about to land, William Hagen, who had sunk into the ground, suddenly disappeared. That monster is too strong. My ability is useless against him. Mike, you go stop him. William Hagen appeared beside Professor Mike and was once again saved by Professor Mike's space arcana. There was a tremor in the air, and Mike disappeared. When he reappeared, he was standing behind Ouyang Feng. Boom! Ouyang Feng's strength exceeded Mike's expectations. He didn't have time to attack, and Ouyang Feng's fist was already inches away. Another spatial tremble, and Mike disappeared. This guy's ability was too despicable. Back at Jindu University, he made Qin Feng choke with anger. There were some small changes in the battle team, but the battle situation was like heaven and earth. Out of the 5 ability users, 4 displayed their ability elements, but no one knew the type of William Hagen's ability. Mike and Ouyang Feng fought, and Qin Feng focused on William Hagen. But every time he was about to hit William Hagen, he found that there was a wall in front of him, and William Hagen was standing behind Qin Feng. Bang! Qin Feng once again stabbed the abandoned experiment module. Then, he was hit by William Hagen's palm on his back. Qin Feng immediately turned around and gave chase, stabbing the ceiling with his sword. Brother Qin Feng, are you nearsighted? Why don't you wear contact lenses to fight? Count was confused by Qin Feng. One moment, Qin Feng was stabbing the wall, and the next moment he was hitting the ground. Was this guy doing something stupid again? Qin Feng was even more depressed than Dracula. He had clearly seen William Hagen attack, but every time his attack landed, the scene in front of him would suddenly change. It wasn't what he had seen at all. Master William Hagen is very likely an illusion ability user. He can create illusions, so what Master sees is fake. Little Pig's voice sounded, and Qin Feng immediately understood. This time, Qin Feng was depressed. William Hagen was a rank 6 illusion ability user. How could he fight him? Ouyang Feng, you deal with William Hagen. Qin Feng didn't chase William Hagen anymore. He leaped to stab Professor Mike. Ouyang Feng had beaten William Hagen before, and Qin Feng thought that Ouyang Feng must have a way to break illusions. Master, I forgot to tell you. That old guy can set up illusions, but under my realm, his illusions are useless. Ouyang Feng shouted at Qin Feng. Then, he waved his fist and punched William Hagen. William Hagen immediately put on a mournful face. His illusions were only effective against martial artists below the true Qi stage. It really cannot confuse Ouyang Feng. Bang, 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 bang. The laboratory was filled with loud noises. Among everyone, Count was the weakest. That wind ability user was not easy to deal with. His speed was even faster than Count, the Count of the Bloodbreed. Count persisted for a while, but he began to fall into a disadvantage. From time to time, he was hit by the ability user, and his black tights were torn pieces. Qin Feng, go to hell and atone for my brother. A black shadow flew over. Qin Wudao landed in front of Qin Feng, with one hand covered in ice and the other in flames. Qin Feng quickly looked at the flaming golden eagle. The golden eagle had lost its previous majesty. It was lying on the ground with its last breath, and it seemed like it couldn't stand up anymore. Qin Wudao, don't force me. Qin Feng was furious. He moved his mind and recalled the flaming golden eagle back into the system. Don't be so arrogant. You're no match for me now. Qin Wudao seemed to be possessed. When he saw Qin Feng, his eyes spewed fire. He punched with both fists, and flames and ice flew out. Qin Feng didn't want to fight with Qin Wudao, but the situation was beyond his control. The destructive fire and extreme ice flew out and collided with Qin Wudao's attack in midair. Bang! The sound of thunder and lightning was still echoing. Shimen Shui was beaten to a sorry state. After these two heroes were released, they were affected by the Earth's magnetic field, and their strength kept declining. Ouyang Feng had the support of Stage 10 external technique, so he wasn't afraid. Shimen Shui was an inner Qi cultivator, and he had fallen to Stage 8 inner Qi. Chapter 970. Come back. Qin Feng couldn't stand it anymore. With a thought, Shimen Shui also returned to the system. Without the help of 2 experts, Qin Feng's team was at a disadvantage. Pa. The lightning ability users who managed to find an opening began to attack Dracula. Several bolts of lightning struck down, directly charring Dracula's insides. He fell to the ground and found it very difficult to get up. Only Qin Feng and Ouyang Feng were left on the battlefield. Ouyang Feng was being held back by Professor Mike and William Hagen, so he couldn't protect himself for a while. The remaining 3 mutants surrounded Qin Feng. No matter how strong Qin Feng was, He couldn't withstand such a fierce attack. Rumble, crackle, the destructive fire and the purple thunder wild robes, lightning bolts struck everywhere. Qin Feng was still swinging the Chongling sword in his hand, but he was still being beaten. He was beaten from Qin Wu Dao to the other two mutants. Where's the lightning? Qin Feng didn't know how many times he got up from the ground. Just as he was about to release lightning, he found that it was gone. Master, the purple thunder wild robe's lightning ability has been turned off. It can only be used for half an hour every day. At the same time, the Heaven Splitter Axe's Heaven Splitter ability has been turned off, and the Righteous Halo emblem has also been turned off. Bad news came one after another, and the battle seemed to have fallen into a situation of certain death. Without the lightning ability and the righteous aura of the Righteous Halo emblem, Qin Feng's strength dropped drastically. Under the attacks of the three mutants, he was repeatedly injured. Little pig, what can you buy with 80,000 hedonist points in the system? Hurry up and buy to torture them. Qin Feng panicked. This battle was not only for his survival, but also for his honor. 30 or so blood-breed elites had died. Dracula had fallen, and no one knew if he was dead or alive. The Flaming Golden Eagle and Shimen Chue Shui were heavily injured. Qin Feng had to get his revenge. Master, 80,000 hedonist points isn't enough to buy an item that can defeat 5 rank 6 mutants. However, Master still has a purple equipment drawing scroll that you haven't used yet, so you could try your luck. Master also has 5 bullets for the Trial Thunder sniper rifle, so you can kill them when they're unprepared. The situation was dire, and Qin Feng had forgotten a lot of things, including the Trial Thunder sniper rifle. Qin Feng's eyes suddenly lit up when Little Pig mentioned it. Draw scroll first. With a thought, the random drawing scroll for purple equipment disappeared from the system. This lucky draw ticket was the system's reward for completing the Forging a Purple Spirit Weapon mission. The purple spirit weapon he forged was the Purple Thunder Wild Robe, Black Tortoise Shield Equipment Grade. Purple, high-grade equipment introduction. Forged from a shell of the ancient divine beast, the Black Tortoise. The shield is indestructible. Hidden attribute, Raging Cry. The Black Tortoise shield could be activated once a day with a time limit of half an hour. Once activated, the shield would emit sound waves that would slow down the surrounding objects. System price, 200,000 hedonist points. The purple equipment lottery scroll gave him shield. Qin Feng didn't have time to carefully look at the Black Tortoise shield's introduction. With a thought, a tortoise shell-shaped shield engraved with profound runes appeared in his hand. Pa! Just as Dracula fell to the ground, a bolt of lightning struck down from the sky. Qin Feng's figure flashed, and he raised his black tortoise shield and stood beside Count. Pa pa pa! The lightning struck the black tortoise shield in all directions. The black tortoise shield emitted a dark brown light. The lightning flashed and exploded on the shield, but the black tortoise shield was completely unharmed. Qin Feng, why you should leave? Count wasn't dead yet, but he was on the verge of death. He didn't forget to persuade Qin Feng to leave. Qin Feng took out a healing pill and stuffed it into Count's mouth. He grabbed Count and threw him to Li Xingtian. The glacial snow mastiff was still repairing the extreme ice wall. Qin Feng leaped and blocked the entrance of the laboratory. He held the giant black tortoise shield and hid his entire body under it. The Chongling sword in his hand disappeared and turned into a fiery red spear of rat halos. Qin Feng's purple thunder wild robe also changed into a blood-red blood demon armor. The blood demon armor had been activated by Qin Feng. Black tortoise shield, long spear, blood demon armor. William Hagen and the others were stunned by Qin Feng's quick change of equipment. Fuck, this brat is really an unkillable cockroach. Ham, Caddy, you guys go and kill him. William Hagen roared. The 2 level 6 mutants with the wind and lightning attributes rushed toward Qin Feng. Suddenly, thunder and lightning appeared in the sky, accompanied by a strong wind. The thunder and lightning became more powerful in the wind, as if it was going to destroy the world. Ouyang Feng was frightened. He felt that his master couldn't block such a fierce attack. Ouyang Feng wanted to come and help, but he was entangled with William Hagen, Professor Mike, and Qin Wu Dao. Master, Shimin Chue Shui wants to fight again. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Shimin Chue Shui and the flaming golden eagle asked to fight again. Even Little Pig waved its paw and wanted to help. Qin Feng naturally wouldn't let them out again. That would only send them to their deaths. Activate the Roar of Fury function. Qin Feng roared in his mind. Boom! The black tortoise shield, which was as tall as Qin Feng, suddenly exploded. It expanded rapidly and became the size of a large door in front of Qin Feng. Bang, 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 bang. Pa, 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 pa. The wind and lightning fell and all hit the black tortoise shield. But the black tortoise shield didn't change at all. The dense runes on the shield flickered, as if it absorbed all the attacks. What's going on? It's just a broken turtle shell. I don't believe it can't pierce through you. The lightning and wind attribute mutants were stunned for a moment. Then, they launched a second round of fierce attacks. The wind, thunder, and lightning mixed together. Qin Feng's half of the space was like it was the end of the world. The loud noises were endless. But the black tortoise shield didn't change. It was like a towering mountain. No matter how the wind, rain, thunder, and lightning attacked, it didn't move an inch. Ham and Caddy's expressions changed. They were stunned by the power of the black tortoise shield. This thing was really fucking hard. Boom, boom, boom. Qin Feng was also stunned by the black tortoise shield's toughness. After a short moment of shock, Qin Feng waved the Rat Halo's spear and started to counterattack. Fire rained down from the sky. Ham and Caddy started to run in all directions. Qin Feng could finally catch his breath. Without saying anything, the Rat Halo's spear in his hand turned into a sniper rifle. The trial version of the Thunder Sniper Rifle appeared in Qin Feng's hand. It was a dazzling sniper rifle that was about 1,500 millimeters long. The barrel was 900 millimeters long. The body of the rifle emitted a dark blue light. It emitted a calm, cold, and dangerous aura. The battle equipment produced by Star Technology was very powerful. So far, Qin Feng had only used the Starlight boxing gloves. Chapter 971. The trial version of the Thunder Sniper Rifle had a total of 5 bullets, and Qin Feng had not used any of them. The maximum shooting range of this sniper rifle was 5,000 meters, and its firing speed was 10 times faster than a normal sniper rifle. Qin Feng rested the trial version of the Thunder Sniper Rifle on his shoulder. Suddenly, an automatic sight appeared before him. Master, many of the combat suits produced by Star Technology are intelligent. This Thunder Sniper Rifle can automatically aim at the nearest object. Master only needs to wait for the right time to fire, Little Pig explained. Rumble. As soon as Little Pig finished speaking, Qin Feng pulled the trigger. A ray of blue light flashed like a bolt of lightning. The air in front of Qin Feng was torn apart. Before Qin Feng could see what was going on, the lightning ability user was shot and exploded in midair. Rumble. Deafening explosions resounded, and blood splattered everywhere. The atmosphere froze in an instant. The few people who were fighting all stopped. William Hagen and the others were flabbergasted when they saw the blood and flesh falling from the sky and the blood on the ground. Did Caddy's body explode? He's a rank 6 lightning ability user. Ouyang Feng was stunned for a moment, but he quickly regained his composure and immediately seized the opportunity to punch the wind attribute ability user. Rumble. Hem was still in a daze. He did not dodge this time and was stuck in a wall. Qin Feng did not stop. He quickly changed the direction of the Thunder Sniper Rifle and fired at Ham. Bang! The recoil of the Thunder Sniper Rifle was so strong that Qin Feng's body leaned backward. His arm was still sore and numb. The blue light flashed again and disappeared in a flash. No one could tell its trajectory. In the next second, Ham, who was stuck in the wall, exploded and collapsed along with the wall. William Hagen and Professor Mike were stupefied. The originally sure-win situation was suddenly reversed. The two of them stared fearfully at the sniper rifle in Qin Feng's hands. The two of them had never seen this rifle before. Just the cool, deep blue design made them feel the power it possessed. Ouyang Feng moved again. This time, he punched Professor Mike into another wall. Qin Feng was already prepared. The instant the microphone fell, Qin Feng prepared to pull the trigger. Professor Mike's eyes were filled with panic, and he was so scared that he couldn't think straight. There was a sudden tremor in the air. Qin Wudao's figure suddenly disappeared and then appeared in front of Professor Mike. "Marshal Dao, get out of the way!" Qin Feng jumped in fright. His finger had already pressed down, but the muzzle shifted slightly. A ray of blue light shot out like lightning, and at the same time, Qin Feng slapped out with his palm. Rumble. The shot was a little off, and the wall collapsed with a loud crash. Professor Mike disappeared, and Qin Wudao was sent flying by Qin Feng's wind blade, avoiding the damage caused by the explosion. Qin Feng raised his Thunderbolt sniper rifle and prepared to fire again. Suddenly, the air behind him trembled, and a dagger stabbed into Qin Feng's back. Pucci! Professor Mike pulled out his dagger and prepared to stab a second time. Ouyang Feng appeared and punched at Mike. The air trembled again as Mike ran to William Hagen's side. Ouyang Feng stood in front of Qin Feng, his eyes filled with killing intent. Qin Feng's back was bleeding profusely, but he didn't care. Qin Wudao fell to the side with a complicated expression. Qin Wudao didn't expect Professor Mike to use him as a shield at the critical moment. He also didn't expect Qin Feng to save his life at the moment of life and death. Qin Wudao struggled fiercely in his heart. He would rather be killed by the Thunderbolt sniper rifle. Qin Wudao had always lived in pain. To avenge his brother, Qin Yi, he didn't hesitate to kill his own brother. But this wasn't Qin Wudao's original intention. He had no other choice. "Why did you save me? I don't need your pity." Qin Wudao lay on the ground and shouted as if he was talking to himself. Qin Feng was his number one enemy, but Qin Wudao was saved by him. That feeling was worse than death. Ouyang Feng had already moved. He turned into a black shadow and attacked William Hagen. William Hagen's illusion ability was useless against Ouyang Feng. In Ouyang Feng's eyes, William Hagen had become an ordinary person. Bang, bang, bang. The whole room was filled with loud noises. William Hagen was kicked around by Ouyang Feng like a football. Professor Mike was obviously injured, and his ability had weakened. He wanted to save William Hagen, but he was always a split second slower than Ouyang Feng. Rumble. Qin Feng also made a move. He forcefully used the last of his inner qi in his body and slapped dozens of destructive flames at Professor Mike. The flames covered half the room. Professor Mike quickly changed his position. He couldn't even protect himself now, so he had no time to save William Hagen. Retreat. Take me away. William Hagen was beaten badly. His body was covered in wounds, and he was covered in blood. Professor Mike was powerless. He tried to use his ability to take William Hagen away, but Qin Feng's destructive flames kept pestering him. He couldn't resist at all. The air vibrated, and a figure suddenly shot at Qin Feng. Qin Feng's expression changed. He waved his hand, and the dozens of destructive flames immediately disappeared. Then, Qin Wudao's body smashed into Qin Feng. Both of them rolled on the ground a few times before stopping. There was another huge spatial vibration. William Hagen, who was sent flying in the air, suddenly disappeared. Professor Mike also disappeared at the same time. Ouyang Feng's eyes widened as he sensed the breath of the two people in the room. After a while, Ouyang Feng landed beside Qin Feng. "Where is he?" Qin Feng was exhausted. He leaned against the wall and looked at Ouyang Feng. "He ran away." Ouyang Feng answered straightforwardly. There was no breath of William Hagen and Professor Mike in the entire room. Professor Mike probably used his spatial ability and ran outside with the two people. Qin Feng was also helpless about the spatial ability. Even if he chased them now, he wouldn't know where Professor Mike and the others had gone. Qin Feng didn't let Ouyang Feng chase them. The more important thing now was to destroy the experimental base. "Go and destroy the laboratory," Qin Feng ordered. Ouyang Feng didn't say anything and ran to the laboratory inside. Then there were continuous loud noises, as if there were explosions in the laboratory. Qin Feng didn't care about the situation in the laboratory. He looked at Li Xingtian and asked, seniorly, "William Hagen and Professor Mike have escaped. Can they cultivate a level 6 arcanist? No. Li Xingtian shook his head. The experimental process of a level 6 arcanist is very complicated and strict. It requires special machines and professional experimenters to complete it. Although they escaped, there is no way to create such an experimental base. Without these instruments and equipment, a level 6 arcanist can't be created. Qin Feng immediately heaved a sigh of relief. The mission this time was not to kill the William family, but to destroy the experimental base. The reason why the William family was a potential threat was that they had mastered the method to cultivate level 6 arcanists in batches. Now that they only had the method without the experimental base, everything was empty talk. Brother Qin Feng, why you're dead too? How can you die? Count had already woken up from his coma. Looking at the hell-like, bloody, and cruel environment around him, Count thought everyone was dead. Count, if you want to die, go ahead. Don't drag me down with you. Qin Feng rolled his eyes at Count. Dracula was stunned for a moment before he screamed. What? We're not dead? Could it be that this mission is completed? Qin Feng didn't answer, and he didn't need to answer because Ouyang Feng had destroyed the laboratory inside and walked out. Master, the laboratory is destroyed. Fuck, it's really destroyed? What about the William family? Not good. Brother Qin Feng, be careful behind you. Count had been unconscious for a long time, so he didn't know what had just happened. Halfway through a shout, his expression suddenly changed, and he swung his fist at Qin Feng's back. Qin Wudao sat there in a daze, and he still hadn't regained his senses. Qin Feng hurriedly struck out with his palm, and a layer of ice blocked in front of Qin Wudao. Bang! Count was seriously injured, and his strength was greatly reduced. His punch only cracked the layer of ice. Qin Feng, what are you doing? Count looked at Qin Feng in surprise. Don't kill him, that's my cousin. Qin Feng explained, when I was destroying the 4th experimental cabin, I suddenly became distracted because my cousin was lying inside. Everyone was stunned for a moment, and they finally understood. Although Qin Feng's momentary daze resulted in heavy losses in the battle, no one blamed Qin Feng. No matter who it was, seeing their relatives lying in the experimental cabin at that moment, no one could bear to kill them. Oh, well. Suddenly, the glacial snow mastiff's angry roar came from the room. Only then did everyone remember the glacial snow mastiff. They had almost forgotten about it. Master, the glacial snow mastiff can't hold on any longer, Little Pig said. At the exit, the ice wall gradually became transparent, and the soldiers outside were still firing bullets. Qin Feng thought about how the glacial snow mastiff had held on for so long. It must have been hard on this little guy. Everyone, get out of the way! Qin Feng roared, and the glacial snow mastiff suddenly disappeared. The ice wall instantly exploded, and the bullets rained down on Qin Feng, but they were instantly melted by the destructive flames Qin Feng had sent out. Boom! Fireballs shot out in all directions, landing on the soldiers. The dozen or so soldiers standing at the front were instantly set on fire, and they screamed in pain as they ran. The flames landed on even more people, and instantly, the hundreds of soldiers panicked and started to run outside. After a fierce battle, the laboratory finally calmed down. However, the mess and corpses all over the ground made people's hearts go cold. Ding! Congratulations, host Qin Feng, for completing the quest Destroy the William family's plan. The system rewards host Qin Feng 2,000,000 hedonist points. 1x Ancient Beast Remains Gene. 1x Super Ability Potion. Chapter 972. Brother Qin, let's kill our way out. There must be a lot of soldiers outside. We can't get out. Count and Li Xingtian both looked anxious. Although the laboratory had been destroyed, everyone had been delayed for too long. Escaping now was as difficult as ascending to heaven. Qin Feng had recalled Ouyang Feng into the system. The situation was so critical that Li Xingtian and Count didn't notice the sudden disappearance of their heroes and battle pets. We can't go through the front door. You guys stay away. Qin Feng pointed the Thunder Sniper rifle at the ceiling. Li Xingtian had seen the power of the Thunder Sniper rifle, so he quickly retreated to the side. Count, who had fainted, stared at the tyrant sniper rifle on Qin Fun's shoulder and reached out to touch it. Boom! A loud noise reverberated in the air. Qin Fun put away the thunder sniper rifle and jumped to the side with Count. Rumble. The loud noises from the roof continued, and the wall on that floor collapsed. Large chunks of concrete smashed into the experimental base, and several deep pits appeared on the ground. Oh my God, what kind of gun is that? Count worked for the U.S. government and had come in contact with many weapons. Moreover, the firearms and weapons in the U.S. were very advanced. However, Count had never seen such a powerful sniper rifle in Qin Fun's hands. The bullet fired seemed to be a blue lightning bolt. Ah, earthquake! Earthquake! The ground is collapsing. Be careful, everyone. Qin Fun didn't have time to explain to Count. Above the underground base was the flat ground of the iron tank base. Many soldiers standing on the ground fell. Whoosh! 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 White light flashed, and wind blades flew everywhere. The soldiers who fell died before they could figure out what was going on. Qin Fun dragged Li Xingtian and Count to the ground. Then he grabbed Qin Wudao, who was sitting on the ground in a daze. Bastard, I'll show you the power of the Blood Clan. The soldiers on the ground soon noticed the abnormality. Dozens of soldiers nearby rushed over with their guns. Count recovered some of his strength, so he grabbed a machine gun and started shooting. Qin Fun landed on the ground with Qin Wudao in his hand. Around them was a dense crowd, and all of them were rushing over. It seemed like dozens of tanks were driving over, making rumbling noises. Senior Li, go up. Qin Feng released the flaming golden eagle and threw Li Xingtian onto the bird's back. Then he grabbed Qin Wudao and jumped up. He shouted at Count, "Come up quickly!" The flaming golden eagle's huge wings had already begun to flap, ready to fly into the sky at any time. Dracula ran toward the golden eagle while shooting. Finally, he jumped onto the back of the golden eagle. "You bunch of grandsons, Grandpa will spare your lives today. Golden eagle, let's go." Chirp! The flaming golden condor screeched angrily and soared into the sky. Many soldiers have rushed to the feet of the golden eagle and began to shoot the golden eagle with their guns. Bang, bang, bang. A series of loud noises came from not far away. There really were more than a dozen tanks coming over. When the tanks saw that Qin Feng and the others were about to escape, they had already aimed at the golden eagle and fired. In the originally dark night sky, there was a spar from time to time. The golden eagle was already a little exhausted. It was accidentally scratched by a cannonball on its wing and suddenly began to fall to the ground. Damn it, you're the ones courting death. Qin Feng was so angry that his eyes were spitting fire. He frantically struck out with both hands. The destructive fire immediately lit up the sky and fell down like a rain of fire. Very quickly, there was a series of screams from the ground. The sound was absolutely heart-wrenching. However, the flaming golden eagle was still falling. Qin Feng and the others who were sitting on it felt like they were crashing. "Brother Qin Feng, let this big bird fly away by itself. Let's jump down." Dracula was a little anxious. His eyes were bloodshot, and he wanted to jump down and kill to his heart's content. "Master, the golden eagle said that you guys don't jump. It will fly again soon." Qin Feng's heart ached even more for the golden eagle. He was about to jump down when Little Pig's voice rang in his mind. "Wait a few more seconds. I'll burn them to death with fireballs." If Qin Feng was alone, he would definitely jump down. At most, he would ride the flaming dragon horse and leave. However, he still had to take care of Li Xingtian and the others. Qin Feng could only grit his teeth and continue to send out the destructive fire. The flames smashed into the ground and created deep pits. However, the destructive fire didn't extinguish. The deep pits burned with raging flames. The scene was as spectacular as a war. The soldiers surrounding them were all scared away. Only a dozen or so tanks were firing at the sky from afar. The flaming golden eagle was still falling. It looked like it was going to crash into the ground. Screech. A long screech. The flaming golden eagle was like a fighter plane. It flew close to the ground and started to fly at a low altitude. After flying for a while, it started to sprint. In the blink of an eye, It was already hundreds of meters in the air. The cannons below continued to sound. However, the flaming golden eagle had already flown far away. Even the tanks couldn't hit it. Instead, two fighter planes caught up from behind. Fuck! The people in the Iron Tank Corps have gone crazy. When I escape, I'll definitely teach them a lesson. Dracula was so angry that he screamed. Li Xingtian's face was full of worry. He felt that tonight was like a Hollywood spy movie. Qin Wudao still looked half dead. Those who didn't know would definitely think that he was retarded. Boom! Qin Feng stood behind the flaming golden eagle and continuously shot out fireballs. The two fighter planes were extremely good at dodging and avoided Qin Feng's attacks time and time again. Whoosh! Qin Feng couldn't hit them with fireballs, so he shot out polar ice. The polar ice formed an ice wall in the sky, forcing the two fighter planes to deviate from their tracks. They were getting further and further away. Dracula had already started to make a phone call. He shouted a lot of words in English and then shouted excitedly at Qin Feng. Quick, fly in the direction of the Watson Hotel. Our reinforcements are coming from there. Qin Feng conveyed the message to the flaming golden eagle. The golden eagle changed direction and began to sprint. The wind howled in his ears. Qin Feng was fine because of the blood demon armor, but Li Xingtian and the other two were blown by the wind until tears and snot flowed nonstop. After flying for an unknown period of time, the two fighter planes behind them disappeared. Qin Feng looked at the Watson Hotel and let the flaming golden eagle land. Brother Qin Feng, where's that big bird? Oh, two brothers and a wild wolf are also missing. Let's hurry back and save them. As soon as the flaming golden eagle landed, Qin Feng put it back into the system. Dracula finally came back to his senses. He finally remembered Shimin Chueshue and the others. Yeah, we're the two brothers. Li Xingtian also came back to his senses. They've already left, don't worry. As for the flying bird and the wild wolf, they're my pets. These two pets are very special, and I don't want others to know about their existence. I hope you can help me keep it a secret. Qin Feng landed early because he didn't want the Americans to see the flaming golden eagle. Who knew if they would use the flaming golden eagle for research? The sound of hurried footsteps could be heard. Qin Feng and the others looked up and saw that the American reinforcements had arrived. Who's in front? Put your hands on your head and squat on the ground, or else I'll shoot. There are more than 100 fully armed special forces, and there were dozens of military SUVs parked around them. I'm Prince Dracula. We're on the same side. Dracula hurriedly shouted. General, it's Prince Dracula. Hurry, hurry up and bring them over. Dozens of fully armed special forces rushed up and surrounded Qin Feng and the others to protect them as they went to an SUV. There was a row of high-ranking American politicians in suits and leather shoes standing there. Prince Dracula, are you okay? Where are the other elites of the Blood Clan? A white-haired old man came up and hugged Dracula. Dracula had maintained the image of a tough man who wasn't afraid of death from the start of tonight's operation up until now. But now he was crying. General Enzo, we were betrayed by General Bayongda. The other vampire descendants have all been sacrificed. The white-haired old man's eyes bulged, and he was so angry that his face turned red. That bastard Bayongda, where is he? I'll go to the White House to look for the president and ask him to remove Bayongda's military rank. There's no need to go through so much trouble. He's already dead, Dracula said. By the way, has the laboratory been destroyed? Who are these people? General Enzo thought of something more important. After crying for a while, Dracula returned to normal. General Enzo, the mission was successfully completed. The William family's underground laboratory was successfully destroyed, but 2 rank 6 mutants escaped. These 3 are friends of China, especially this one. He's Brother Qin Feng, who cooperated with us in this operation. Dracula solemnly introduced Qin Feng, and the surrounding high-ranking American politicians looked at Qin Feng with respect. Everyone was speaking in English, but Qin Feng could understand them. You're Qin Feng from China's Dragon Sect. Nice to meet you. I'm General Enzo. I apologize to you and your friends on behalf of America for putting you in such a difficult situation. Qin Feng shook Enzo's hand and said, General Enzo, you don't have to be so polite. This time, it's all thanks to the Blood Clan. They're the real heroes. Qin Feng gave all the credit to Dracula, and Dracula looked at Qin Feng gratefully. This time, more than 30 elites of the Blood Clan were sacrificed. Dracula needed this honor, and he wanted to give it to his dead descendants. Little brother Qin Feng, don't worry. You've helped America greatly this time. I'll report this to the president and apply for the merit you deserve. Qin Feng didn't go to stop the William family's plan for America's merit. His main purpose was to save Li Xingtian and complete the system mission. Now that the mission was completed, Qin Feng didn't need to continue staying in America. His women were still waiting for him in China, and Qin Feng wanted to go back and reunite with them immediately. General Enzo, Brother Dracula, I'll take my leave first. See you later. Qin Feng left as soon as he said he would. He pulled Li Xingtian and Qin Wudao and disappeared into the night. Qin Feng's speed was extremely fast. By the time Dracula and General Enzo came to their senses, Qin Feng was already gone. Salute! General Enzo yelled in the direction that Qin Feng had left. The hundreds of Special Forces soldiers and dozens of high officials solemnly saluted in that direction. Chapter 973. The mission of the William family was completed. As for how the U.S. would deal with the Iron Tank Corps, how to deal with the escaping Professor Michael and William Hagen had nothing to do with Qin Feng. Qin Feng led Li Xingtian and Qin Wudao out of the Hong Kong International Airport. A row of beauties was waiting for him outside. Qin Feng, you're back. Big brother Qin Feng, I missed you so much. Come and give me a hug. The ladies surrounded Qin Feng as soon as he stepped into the arrival hall. The ladies who were filming with Qin Feng in the U.S. were waiting for him in Hong Kong. These women were all outstanding beauties. They had been waiting here for a while and had long attracted the attention of all the men in the surroundings. There were still a few men in the crowd who wanted to come up and strike up a conversation with the women. However, after seeing this scene, everyone was extremely envious of Qin Feng. Li Xingtian always boasted that he had found a good son-in-law in the U.S. However, he regretted it as soon as he arrived in Hong Kong. Qin Feng was too much of a playboy. As there were too many women around, Zhang Kuku stepped on Li Xingtian's foot out of excitement. She even pushed Li Xingtian to the side. Li Xingtian was furious. Qin Wudao was still in a daze. He did not say a word during the entire flight. Qin Feng, why your face? Ma Xingxin suddenly covered her mouth and pointed at Qin Feng in disbelief. The other ladies regained their senses and stared at Qin Feng as if they had seen a ghost. At this moment, the sunlight shone on Qin Feng's face. It was a handsome face with distinct facial features. When Qin Feng returned, he had restored his original appearance. It was not that he had dissolved the true qi that the mystical dragon had applied to his face, but that Qin Feng had bought a mask that looked like himself to wear. I knew my original appearance was too handsome. Look at how excited you guys are. Should I change back? The ladies were startled and shook their heads like a rattle drum. They preferred Qin Feng's original appearance because they knew him because of his original appearance. I'm leaving. The flirting scene was enviable. Li Xingtian was so angry that his lungs were about to explode. Qin Wudao, who had been silent all this while, suddenly walked up to him and muttered to himself. Then, he turned around and left. Where are you going? Qin Feng pulled Qin Wudao back. I haven't decided yet. Qin Wudao was a man of few words. Why are you leaving? Why should I stay? Qin Wudao asked. Qin Feng pulled Qin Wudao and turned around. He stared into his eyes and said, Come with me to the provincial capital. Qin Wudao trembled. His mouth opened and closed, but no words came out. Qin Wudao did not agree, but Qin Feng knew that he would not leave. Brother Qin Feng, I know you're returning today, so I came over to welcome you. Qin Feng and the others walked out of the airport lobby and were stunned as soon as they arrived outside. On the street, there were 2 rows of muscular men dressed in red tang suits, and then there were 3 Mercedes-Benz parked on the side. They were all from the Hong sect. Hong Kong was the territory of the Hong sect. Ao Wucheng came to Qin Feng in a handsome white suit. Qin Fen walked up to Ao Wuchang and gave him a hug. When the two of them let go, Ao Wuchang suddenly punched Qin Fen in the chest. Wu for Qin Feng reacted quickly and collided with Ao Wuchang's fist. Ao Wuchang staggered back 3 steps. Qin Feng didn't move an inch. Li Xingtian and the ladies were startled. Weren't Qin Feng and Ao Wuchang brothers? Why did they suddenly fight? Ao Wuchang let out a hearty laugh. Ha ha ha. Brother Qin Feng, you have improved a lot. I need to cultivate harder. Otherwise, I won't be able to keep up with you. Everyone heaved a sigh of relief. It turned out that Ao Wuchang had sparred with Qin Feng. Leader Wuchang, you have also improved a lot. Qin Feng wasn't being polite. After 2 months, Ao Wuchang's strength had indeed improved a lot. Let's go. Let's all go to the Hong sect. Let's spar later. Those little bastards won't stand a chance against me. Ao Wuchang glanced at the disciples of the Hong sect on both sides of the street. Those disciples were frowning and thought that they would have to work overnight to mend the hole. Qin Feng and the others went to Hong's sect. Ao Wuchang had already prepared a welcoming banquet. This was Ao Xiaowan's territory. She helped Qin Feng take care of the guests like a little wife. She was as busy as a diligent bee. Ao Wuchang didn't usually see his sister so obedient. Every time Qin Feng came, his sister would immediately change into a different person. Ever since he was crippled in the Battle of the Divine Dragon Mountain, Qin Feng hadn't returned to the capital and hero city for more than 2 months. Qin Feng only stayed in Hong Kong for a day. The next day, he brought everyone back to the capital. When he left, Liu also came to send him off. She and Ao Xiaowan watched Qin Feng leave reluctantly. The 2 women had the urge to follow Qin Feng to the capital. However, Qin Feng was still unstable and he still had a lot of things to do. Although Qin Feng could tell what the 2 women were thinking, he didn't invite them to the capital. Qin Feng felt that it would be safer for the 2 girls to stay in Hong Kong. The plane landed at the capital airport. Stepping on this familiar land again, Qin Feng felt as if he had been in a different world. Li Xingtian and Qin Wudao felt the same way. The 3 of them had just come out from the William family's base in America. They had experienced a moment of life and death in a foreign country. Outside the airport, Qin Feng bid farewell to Rao Sherman and Zhang Kuku. The 2 girls hadn't been back to the capital for a long time, so they wanted to go home first. Ma Xinxin followed Qin Feng. Her home was in Acropolis City. Ma Xinxin would go back to Acropolis City with Qin Feng in a few days. Li Xingtian also left. He took a car to Yin Wu Shuang's rented villa. Since Li Shanshan was there, Li Xingtian couldn't wait to fly to his daughter's side. Only Qin Feng, Qin Wudao, and Ma Xinxin were left outside the airport. Qin Feng didn't tell anyone about his sudden return. Looking at the familiar streets and environment, Qin Feng and Qin Wudao were stunned. Wudao, let's go home first. Qin Feng suddenly said to Qin Wudao. Qin Wudao's body trembled. He had long lost the concept of home. The word home seemed to be very far away. However, looking at Qin Feng's determined eyes, Qin Wudao seemed to have found home again. It's time to go home. Qin Wudao heaved a long sigh. The burden and hatred that had been pressing in his heart for years seemed to have disappeared at this moment. It was a very relaxing feeling. Qin Wudao felt like his body was about to float. I have something to tell you after we go back. Qin Feng purposely didn't tell Qin Wudao about his grandfather's plan. He wanted to reconcile with Qin Wudao, but he had to do it before Qin Wudao knew the truth. Chapter 974. Qin Feng returned to the provincial capital with his original appearance. He had recovered to the early stage of Stage 9 Inner Qi, and his strength was much stronger than when he fought the Divine Dragon. In just 2 months, Qin Feng went from being crippled by the Divine Dragon to stepping back to the peak of Stage 9 Inner Qi. No one would believe such a thing. Young Master Qin. Qin Feng and the other 2 stood at the entrance of the Qin mansion. The 4 guards at the entrance stared at Qin Feng with their eyes wide open. Their jaws dropped to the ground. Qin Feng smiled. He felt that it had been a long time since someone called him Young Master Qin. Qin Feng recalled his glorious life in Acropolis City a few months ago. He yearned for it, but he knew he could never go back. Young Master Qin, it's really young Master Qin. Old Master, old ancestor, the young master has returned. Third young Master Qin Wudao has also returned. The guards at the entrance finally regained their senses. They were sure that Qin Feng and Qin Wudao had returned, so they ran to the courtyard to call Qin Huang and Qin Shitian. Qin Wudao felt that he hadn't returned to the Qin mansion for a long time. This was originally his home, but because Qin Shitian wanted to nurture Qin Feng, Qin Wudao and Qin Yi stayed in Jincheng City since they were young. Like Qin Feng, they only returned to the Qin mansion in the provincial capital during Chinese New Year. Ever since Qin Yi died, Qin Wudao hated Qin Feng and the Qin mansion. He felt that it was no longer his home. But when he let go of everything, Qin Wudao realized that he was deceiving himself. His blood still flowed in his veins, and that place would always be his home. Ever since Qin Feng announced his 3 identities at the clan martial meet, the Qin mansion began to prosper. There were a few guests from other clans in the Qin mansion, discussing cooperation. The number of gardeners and guards increased a lot. Even the old mansion was expanded, and the grounds became more spacious. Qin Feng and the other 2 walked through the gate. There were many people chatting and laughing in the front yard. Everyone quickly noticed Qin Feng. After recognizing Qin Feng, everyone was dumbstruck. They even forgot what they originally wanted to say. Qin Feng is back. China's Azure Dragon came to the Qin mansion. Fenger is back. Quick, quick, quick. Go and welcome Feng and Wu Dao. A series of hurried footsteps came from the backyard. Qin Shitian and Qin Huang walked in the front, followed by dozens of important members of the Qin clan. They hurried to the front yard, and when they saw Qin Feng and Qin Wudao standing there, they were so excited that they almost exploded. Grandpa, Dad, I brought martial arts back to see you. Even when the William family was in dire straits, Qin Feng didn't even frown. However, when Qin Feng saw his relatives, his eyes became misty. Feng, it's great that you're back. Grandfather and I were so worried about you these past 2 months. The Qin Emperor held Qin Feng in his arms, and the tears of excitement flowed down his cheeks. Although Qin Shitian didn't say anything as he stood at the side, the joy in his heart was overflowing. 2 months ago, when Qin Huang and Qin Shitian found out that Qin Feng had gone to Mount Godly Dragon to challenge the Godly Dragon, they personally went to inquire about Qin Feng's situation and learned from Qin Xiao that Qin Feng was still alive. Although Qin Feng didn't die, no one knew where he went. This caused Qin Huang and Qin Shitian to worry about Qin Feng every day. Wu Dao, you're back too. A gray-haired man suddenly walked out from the crowd of Qin family's relatives. He was a few years younger than Qin Huang, but he looked slightly older than him. This was Qin Huang's 3rd brother, Qin Mu, and also Qin Wudao and Qin Ye's father. Dad, Wu Dao is unfilial. I made you worry these past few years. Qin Wudao thought that even if he saw the Qin family's relatives, he wouldn't have too many emotions. However, the moment he stepped into Qin Manor, Qin Wudao's heart surged endlessly. When he saw his father, he couldn't help but feel pained. After all, Qin Feng was only 22 years old, and Qin Wudao was only 20 years old. The Qin family had reunited after a long time, and they were immersed in a warm scene. Ma Xinxin stood at the side and was also moved by this scene. She thought of her father and the Ma family of Acropolis City. Good, Wu Dao is back too. Now that Xiao is back, our Qin Manor will be reunited. Qin Shitian saw Qin Wudao return with Qin Feng and instantly understood that the conflict between the 2 cousins had been resolved. This scene made Qin Shitian cry uncontrollably. Big brother Qin Feng, big brother Wu Dao, you're finally back. Duo is bored to death staying in Qin Manor alone every day. Don't leave, stay with Duo in Qin Manor from now on. Qin Duo also rushed out from the crowd and held Qin Feng and Qin Wudao with one hand. Actually, the fight for the young master of Qin Manor was a fight between Qin Feng and the other boys. Qin Duo had nothing to do with it. Moreover, Qin Duo was the only girl in the direct line of descent, So Qin Duo, Er's cousins, took good care of her. Seeing the two Tang brothers reconcile, Qin Duo was overjoyed. Everyone in Qin family came up to greet Qin Feng. Qin Feng was now the green dragon of the 9 dragons of China, so the elders didn't dare to put on airs in front of him. They felt that Qin Feng was the pride of Qin Manor. Everyone chatted for a while, and the atmosphere was very warm. Many people couldn't help but shed tears of kinship. Qin Shitian regained his composure and said with a peaceful smile on his face, "Ha ha, everyone, don't be pretentious. Qin Feng and Qin Wudao are back together, and this is a joyous day for Qin Manor. Steward, quickly prepare a banquet to welcome them. These two brats are really willful. They didn't even tell us in advance, and now we haven't even prepared anything." Everyone in Qin Manor was busy because of Qin Feng's arrival. After the Qin family finished chatting with Qin Feng, those who were discussing business in Qin Manor all came to curry favor with Qin Feng. Those who were able to cooperate with the Qin Manor were all large and influential families in the capital. However, when the important figures of these families saw Qin Feng, they didn't have the slightest bit of temper. Each and every one of them spoke all sorts of praises, praising Qin Feng to the heavens. Qin Wudao hadn't returned to Qin Manor for a long time. The last time he came back was when he fought Qin Feng during the family martial meet. After he lost to Qin Feng, Qin Wudao left immediately. He came and left in a hurry. Qin Mu was the happiest when Qin Wudao returned. The people of Qin family also showed great concern for him, and Qin Wudao's heart that had been sealed in ice for a long time opened up once more. He felt the warmth of home again, and this was what Qin Wudao truly wanted to see. The only pity was that Qin Yi wasn't around anymore. If Qin Yi and Qin Xiao were back, everyone would be on good terms, and that would be a true reunion. Qin Manor's banquet was quickly prepared, and everyone of Qin family sat in the hall of the old manor. Ma Xin was the only living person present, and she blushed. Those who came to discuss cooperation tactfully bade farewell and left. Today was the day of Qin Manor's reunion, so no one dared to disturb the celebration. Grandpa, Dad, seniors of Qin family, let me give a toast to everyone. Usually, I'm always running around and have no time to manage the affairs of Qin Manor. Now that I've been elected as the young master, I've even passed the position of the family master to Qin Duo. As the eldest grandson of Qin family's direct line of descent, I feel that I'm being filial. Qin Feng raised his wine cup and spoke from the bottom of his heart. He also wanted to settle down and either stay in Hero City or return to Qin Manor to accompany his family. However, there were too many responsibilities on Qin Feng's shoulders. He still had to find the whereabouts of his mother, find Su Ruoro, and find those scoundrels that had tried to kill his mother back then. As the Green Dragon of China, Qin Feng didn't put on any airs in front of these seniors. Everyone was very gratified, and they all stood up to toast Qin Feng. After Qin Feng finished toasting, Qin Wudao also stood up. His guilt towards Qin Manor was even heavier than Qin Feng's. To take revenge for his brother, Qin Wudao had been secretly framing Qin Feng and treating Qin Manor as his enemy. Wudao, let bygones be bygones. You guys are still young. In the future, Qin Manor will rely on you young people to develop. Qin Shitian stood up. He looked at Qin Wudao's face, which didn't match his age. His heart was filled with guilt. Everyone toasted again. The 2 cups of wine made the atmosphere of the banquet lively. Everyone ate and chatted happily. Occasionally, someone would drink with Qin Feng and Qin Wudao. Because they were in such a good mood, many people got drunk. The Qin family servants helped everyone back to their rooms to rest. Qin Wudao and Ma Xin drank too much, so Qin Feng asked Qin Duo to send them back to their rooms to rest. Only Qin Feng, his father, and grandfather were left in the originally lively hall of the old mansion. The 3 of them weren't drunk because they still had things to say. After everyone left, Qin Shitian couldn't help but ask, "Feng, what happened when you challenged the divine dragon 2 months ago?" No one else in Qin Manor knew about Qin Feng challenging the divine dragon. No one in Jingdu knew. "Grandpa, Dad, I challenged the divine dragon that day, but I lost. Qin Fun's words were within Qin Shitian and Qin Huang's expectations, because the divine dragon was the strongest swordsman in the secular world of Huaxia. Even Qin Shitian couldn't withstand 10 moves from the divine dragon, let alone Qin Fun. Then where did you go for the past 2 months? Qin Huang asked. I injured the divine dragon in that battle and completely angered him. In order to humiliate me, the divine dragon crippled my cultivation, made me ugly, and threw me to Zhongchuan City to be a beggar. Qin Feng told the story. Halfway through, Qin Shitian and Qin Huang cried out in surprise. What did you say? You injured the divine dragon? The two's words were exactly the same. Qin Feng paused for a moment and said, Yes, I used lightning to strike the divine dragon and angered him. Qin Feng didn't say anything about the purple thunder wild robe. He felt that the lightning element devil cultivator was easier to explain. Qin Shitian and Qin Huang stared at Qin Feng in disbelief. Both of them were truly shocked by Qin Feng's strength. Qin Feng displayed the ability of a dual elemental devil cultivator in the clan martial meet, and now he had the ability of lightning. Wasn't he a triple elemental devil cultivator? You said your cultivation was crippled by the divine dragon? Then wouldn't you be? Qin Huang suddenly thought of another matter. He didn't have the heart to continue halfway through his sentence. Chapter 975. Qin Huang and Qin Shitian were so surprised that even Qin Feng was scared. However, Qin Feng quickly calmed down. He understood their reactions. If Qin Feng didn't have the Hedonist sovereign system, he would think this was impossible. My strength is already recovered. I'm even stronger than when I challenged the divine dragon, Qin Feng said calmly. Qin Shitian and Qin Huang couldn't calm down. They looked at Qin Feng as if they were looking at a monster. They wanted to dissect Qin Feng and study his body structure. Feng, why did you suddenly come back? Are you going to challenge the divine dragon again? Qin Huang started to worry for Qin Feng again. Last time Qin Feng failed, the divine dragon spared his life. If he failed again, would the divine dragon spare him? I'm not in a hurry to challenge the divine dragon. I'll stay in the capital for a few days, then go to Acropolis City and participate in the Martial Arts Circle Conference. After the Martial Arts Circle Conference, I'll go challenge the divine dragon. After the battle on Divine Dragon Mountain, Qin Feng truly saw the power of the divine dragon. The divine dragon was undoubtedly a true Qi stage powerhouse. Even if Qin Feng's strength had improved, even if he couldn't wait to find out his mother's whereabouts, Qin Feng had to make sufficient preparations before challenging the divine dragon. This was because he knew that this was his last chance to challenge the divine dragon. Qin Feng had planned to go to the Martial Arts Circle Conference long ago. The system originally had the Martial Arts Circle Alliance Master Quest, and there was still a month before Qin Feng's challenge with the divine dragon. This month was Qin Feng's time to speed up his breakthrough. He prepared to go to the Martial Arts Circle Conference and see if he could find the Saint's Soulstone material to make the Galaxy Flying Sword. If he could make the Galaxy Flying Sword, Qin Feng would have more confidence in defeating the divine dragon. You're going to participate in the Martial Arts Circle Conference? Qin Shitian was shocked. Don't worry, Grandpa. I've recovered the strength of a Stage 9 Inner Qi expert. Even if I encounter a Stage 9 Inner Qi expert, I have a way to save my life. I'll be fine. Qin Feng knew that his grandfather and father were worried about him, so he said these words to comfort them. Qin Huang and Qin Shitian chatted with Qin Feng for a while, and the capacity of their brains wasn't enough to process the information. The things that had happened to Qin Feng were too miraculous, and the two of them couldn't understand them no matter how hard they racked their brains. After the three of them chatted for a while, Qin Feng sent his grandfather and father back to their room to rest. Although the two of them were not drunk, they had drunk a lot of wine. Moreover, Qin Huang and Qin Shitian were old, and their bodies were not as strong as those of the younger generation like Qin Feng. Big brother Qin Feng, I've been waiting for you. Let's go out and play. Qin Duo Air skipped towards him after he sent his grandfather and father off. Qin Duo Air and Qin Feng were very close. They were more than cousins. Qin Duo Air held Qin Feng's arm as soon as she came up. She wanted to stick her upper body into Qin Feng's embrace. Qin Feng tilted his body, feeling a bit awkward. Duo air, you're already so big, so don't stick to me like this in the future. If other people see you like this, they'll laugh at you. Qin Duo air was immediately unhappy. She pouted and complained. Big brother Qin Feng, we used to stick to each other like this when we were young. Do you not love me anymore now that we're grown up? I heard from Uncle that you have a lot of girlfriends outside. Is the girl you brought back also your woman? Big brother Qin Feng, you're too fickle. Qin Feng didn't know why Qin Duo air talked about girlfriends. Seeing that Duo air was angry, Qin Feng hugged her and comforted her. All right, Duo air, don't make a fuss. Go back to your room first. I need to talk to Qin Wu Dao. When I'm not home, you and Qin Wu Dao take care of the Qin Manor. Do you hear me? Oh, then remember to come to my room to play after you're done with Big Brother Wu Dao. Qin Duo air didn't want Qin Feng to leave, but she still left sensibly. Qin Feng looked at Qin Duo air's lonely figure and thought it was time to find a good home for this girl. Creak. Qin Feng pushed open the door to Qin Wu Dao's room. Qin Wu Dao was actually not drunk. He was sitting at the square table in the living room. Big brother, you're here. Qin Wu Dao seemed to have changed. Even the way he addressed Qin Feng had changed. Qin Feng's body stiffened. He had forgotten how long it had been since Qin Wu Dao and the others called him Big Brother. Wu Dao, sit. Qin Feng waved his hand and gestured for Qin Wu Dao to sit. Both of them sat down. Qin Wu Dao didn't speak because he knew Qin Feng had something to tell him. Qin Feng had said this when they left the provincial capital airport. Seeing Qin Wu Dao's expectant gaze, Qin Feng suddenly hesitated. Qin Feng originally wanted to tell Qin Wu Dao the truth and his grandfather's original intention. Qin Feng didn't want Qin Wu Dao to be kept in the dark. It would be unfair to the dead Qin Yi. But Qin Feng suddenly changed his mind. Now, the Qin Manor was harmonious and full of vitality. Qin Wu Dao had also walked out of the shadow of Qin Ye's death and began to integrate into the Qin Manor. Qin Feng was afraid that if he told the truth, Qin Wu Dao would go crazy again. What if he held a grudge against his grandfather or blamed Qin Ye's death on him? Big brother, if you have something to say, just say it. We are no longer strangers. Qin Wu Dao waited for a long time and saw that Qin Feng didn't speak, so he reminded Qin Feng. Okay, then I'll say it. Actually, I've been brooding over Qin Ye's death. When he died in the Amethyst Dragon Palace, I am willing to bear all the blame. This is the weapon I used to pierce Qin Ye's body. You can use it to kill me at any time. I won't fight back or dodge. Qin Feng flipped his hand, and the spear of rat halos landed on the tea table. Qin Wu Dao looked at the fiery spear and thought of his dead brother. The ball of anger in his heart exploded again. Bang! Qin Wu Dao slammed his palm on the tea table. The solid wooden table instantly cracked, and the spear of rat halos flew into the air. Qin Wu Dao grabbed the air and stabbed the spear at Qin Feng's throat. Time seemed to stop. Qin Feng said he wouldn't dodge or fight back, and he did as he said. The sharp tip of the spear of rat halos was already on Qin Feng's skin, but Qin Wu Dao's hand couldn't move forward. No one was stopping him, but he himself couldn't do it. Clang! The spear of rat halos fell to the ground, and Qin Wu Dao fell on his butt. Qin Feng put away the spear of rat halos, squatted down, and patted Qin Wu Dao's shoulder. He said, "Third brother, I owe your brother, so I can only repay you. I've asked Duo Heir to pass the position of the Qin family's young master to you. From now on, the Qin Manor's business is all on your shoulders. If you encounter any trouble, just tell me, and I'll immediately appear by your side." Qin Wu Dao had accepted it. This time, he really let it go. Chapter 976. Qin Feng hid the truth from Qin Wu Dao because someone had to stand up and take responsibility for the mistakes. His grandfather had worked hard for the Qin family his whole life, and Qin Feng felt that he should enjoy his old age. Qin Feng would take responsibility for these mistakes. Qin Wu Dao stood up from the ground. There was no longer any hatred in his eyes. He looked at Qin Feng with a gentle smile. Qin Feng knew that Qin Wu Dao was a rank 6 arcanist. The William family mission gave him a portion of the ancient giant beast's remains gene and a super ability potion. Qin Feng wanted to give the ancient giant beast's remains gene to Qin Wudao. Just from a name, he knew it was amazing. But Little Pig's words dispelled Qin Feng's idea. The ancient giant beast's remains gene could only be used by ordinary people. Qin Wudao had already modified his body's genes, so he couldn't absorb the medicinal properties of the ancient giant beast's remains gene. Qin Feng wanted to give the super ability potion to Qin Wudao, but Little Pig dispelled the idea. The super ability potion was only effective when an ability user was rank 6 or below. With Qin Wudao's current ability level, it would be a waste if he drank it. Wudao, I'll give you this blue-grade Chongling sword. There are many elixirs here, take whatever you like. I'll be going out in a few days. When I come back, I'll bring you more good things. You just have to stay at home and cultivate. Qin Feng gave the Soul Rush sword to Qin Wudao. Qin Wudao didn't reject it. This was the first gift from his big brother, and Qin Wudao didn't want to reject it. As for the pills that Qin Feng took out, they shocked Qin Wudao. The lowest pills were rank 4 spirit pills, and there were some rank 5 spirit pills. There were even a few rank 6 gold pills. Big brother, you should keep these pills. I'll take this Soul Rush sword. Qin Wudao didn't dare to take the precious pills because he knew that Qin Feng was also trying his best to break through. These pills were more useful to Qin Feng. These pills won't help me with my current level. You can take them to break through. Qin Feng put the bottles on the table. Qin Wudao looked at Qin Feng curiously. Big brother, you have so many secrets. What level are you at now? Also, where are the 2 pets you made in the William family's research base? The old man and the man in white are also gone. Qin Wudao had been distracted since he came back from America and didn't care about these questions. Now that the two had reconciled, Qin Wudao was puzzled. Qin Feng patted Qin Wudao's shoulder with a smile and said, I'm at the early stage of stage 9 enrich now. I have a lot of treasures. If you like, I'll give them to you. If you like, you can take any you like. Qin Wudao was shocked. Qin Feng's name had spread far and wide in China, but no one knew Qin Feng's true strength. Qin Wudao thought Qin Feng had reached the peak of stage 9 inner chi. Otherwise, how could he defeat Purple Dragon Su Xiaotian? However, he didn't expect that big brother Qin Feng, who had just stepped into stage 9 inner chi, would be so powerful. Big brother, I want this Chongling sword and a few bottles of pills. You can keep the rest for yourself. Your enemies outside are all very strong, so you have to protect yourself. Qin Wudao was not greedy, because he was more concerned about Qin Feng's safety. You Wudao, the brothers said. Spirit, Wu Wudao said. Stage. You. Stage. You for stage. Qin Wudao and Qin Wudao talked about their childhood after they finished talking about cultivation. When they were young, everyone's shared memories were the few days they spent at the Qin Manor every year during the new year. The two of them shared their memories of each year. In the blink of an eye, more than 10 years had passed. When the brothers gathered together and talked about these past events, their hearts were filled with all sorts of emotions. Qin Feng didn't let Qin Wudao join the Hero Alliance because he didn't want to scare Qin Wudao. Qin Feng had a lot of missions to complete, so he only stayed in Qin Mansion for one night. He went to Yin Wushuang's place the next day. Qin Feng went to Yin Wushuang's villa alone. He left Ma Xinxin to play with Qin Duo Heir in Qin Mansion because he didn't want to cause unnecessary quarrels. Son-in-law is back. When Qin Feng arrived at the villa, Li Xingtian and Li Shanshan were watering the flowers in the garden. Yin Wushuang was there too. She stood at the entrance of the villa in a daze. Li Shanshan and Yin Wushuang looked at Qin Feng when Li Xingtian shouted. Their hearts were filled with excitement when they saw Qin Feng standing there. Yin Wushuang only hesitated for a second before Li Shanshan threw herself into Qin Feng's arms. Yin Wushuang retracted her leg with a cold expression. Qin Feng, you brought Daddy back. I'm so happy. Li Shanshan was very excited to see her father when Li Xingtian came yesterday. She was very grateful to Qin Feng. Now that Qin Feng was here, Li Shanshan was not as reserved as she used to be. She hugged Qin Feng as if she wanted to melt into his body. Li Shanshan's body was fragrant, and her blonde hair looked very beautiful under the sunlight. Qin Feng hugged Li Shanshan quietly and gently stroked her blonde hair. Hee hee, my good son-in-law, you're smart enough to visit us today. If you don't come today, I'll go to Qin Mansion and teach you a lesson. As soon as Li Xingtian got off the plane, he saw Qin Feng's countless women. He thought Qin Feng would stay with him for a few days before coming to see him and his daughter. He did not expect Qin Feng to come today. Father-in-law, how could I forget you guys? Shanshan, did anyone bully you recently? Qin Feng cared about Li Shanshan. Li Shanshan shook her head. She felt warm in her heart. Since my birthday party last time, no boys in school dare to talk to me. They said I'm a sugar daddy of Big Boss in Huaxia, and they were all scared away. Qin Feng was a little angry. I'll go to school and teach them a lesson when I'm free. How can they insult your innocence? Li Shanshan did not care. She hugged Qin Feng and said, "It's okay. I think it's good like this. No one comes to disturb me, and I can study in peace. When I'm free, I can play with Feng Qing. Plus, the big boss that those students are talking about is you. I'm your sugar daddy, so I don't care." Li Shanshan was lively and cheerful now. She was not as lonely as she was at the birthday party. This made Qin Feng very happy. After hugging Li Shanshan for a while, Qin Feng walked to Yin Wushuang. "Leader Yin, how have you been?" Yin Wushuang missed Qin Feng very much, but she was a little angry when she saw the scene just now. "It's none of your business." Seeing Yin Wushuang throwing a tantrum again, Qin Feng pulled her upstairs. "Senior Li, please play with Shanshan for a while. I have a mission to talk to Leader Yin alone." The two had already gone upstairs. Li Xingtian and Li Shanshan knew that Qin Feng and Yin Wushuang were members of the dragon sect, so they did not think much of it. "What are you doing? Don't touch me." After entering Yin Wushuang's room, Yin Wushuang pushed Qin Feng away and sat on the bed. Qin Feng also sat on the bed and said to Yin Wushuang, "Leader Yin, I risked my life to escape from the William family's research base. You almost lost your chance to see me. Why are you throwing a tantrum when you see me?" Yin Wushuang's delicate body trembled slightly. She was really worried about Qin Feng a few days ago. Later, when she learned that Qin Feng had successfully completed the mission and was about to return home, she was so happy that she could not sleep. You are very lucky. You won't die." Yin Wushuang's tone softened. Qin Feng looked at Yin Wushuang, who always said one thing but meant another. He liked this woman more and more. Qin Feng hugged Yin Wushuang's slender waist and blew hot air into her ear. "Group Leader Yin, are you jealous of Shanshan? Shanshan has a hard life. As her elder sister, you should be more lenient." Yin Wushuang rarely had such intimate contact with a man. She felt as if she had been electrocuted. She quickly struggled out of Qin Feng's embrace and sat to the side. "Behave yourself. Don't touch me." Qin Feng smirked and suddenly pounced on Yin Wushuang. "Since there is no one here, I'll do you now. Let's see what you can do." Yin Wushuang was startled and started to hit and kick. Qin Feng grabbed Yin Wushuang's hands and looked at her with a smile. Qin Feng was just teasing her. He did not really do anything outrageous. Yin Wushuang soon realized that she had been fooled. She gritted her teeth in anger. Suddenly, a light flashed in her beautiful eyes. Her usually cold expression was replaced by a smile. "Leader Yin, are you okay?" Qin Feng immediately realized that something was wrong. He would rather see Yin Wushuang stare at him than see her smile at him. Yin Wushuang did not speak. Then, Yin Wushuang's voice sounded in Qin Feng's mind. "Ah, Qin Feng, what are you doing? Let go of me, you pervert." "Damn. Leader Yin, what are you doing? Don't shout in the Hero Alliance." Qin Feng's expression changed drastically. He finally understood that Yin Wushuang was tricking him in the Hero Alliance. Soon, a few voices sounded in Qin Feng's mind. The Hero Alliance was in an uproar. "Damn, boss, do you have to be so fierce? That sounds like Yin Wushuang. Boss, be gentle. I can't take it anymore. I have to cut off the message in the Hero Alliance." Yun Zhe and Huang Jingwa sighed. "Stupid Qin Feng. You're messing around outside again. Come back to Hero City when you have time," Hua Yin said angrily. "Qin Feng, I'm going to kill you. Lu Bingbing's voice was so cold that it was about to freeze. Actually, Lu Jie and the others have been staying in Hero City ever since the last attack. Their hearts were heavy, and they worried every day that the herbal sect would attack again. However, none of them told Qin Fen about this. They even pretended to be very relaxed when they were shouting in the Hero Alliance channel just now. Chapter 977. Li Xingtian was furious. He found out that Qin Feng had a lot of women when he came back to China, so he didn't teach Qin Feng a lesson. Now, Qin Feng did something to Yin Wu Shuang behind his daughter's back. Li Xingtian was determined to teach Qin Feng a lesson. Bang! The door of Yin Wu Shuang's room was pushed open. Li Xingtian rushed in and shouted, "Qin Feng, let go of Yin Wu Shuang. How could you do such an immoral thing?" Li Xingtian stood at the door, and Li Shanshan had already caught up with him. Li Shanshan was really scared because she still didn't know what had happened. Why did Dad suddenly lose his temper? Senior Li, what are you talking about? Qin Feng had already heard Li Xingtian rushing upstairs. He had already sat down on the sofa and was reading the newspaper with a cup of coffee in his hand. Yin Wu Shuang was tied up by Qin Feng and hung on the ceiling. Li Xingtian's eyes almost popped out of their sockets when he saw this scene. "Sister Yin, are you okay?" "Qin Feng, let go of Sister Yin." Li Shanshan came back to her senses and ran to Yin Wu Shuang's legs. Li Xingtian walked to Qin Feng and asked, "Son-in-law, what are you doing?" Because of Yin Wu Shuang's scheme, Qin Feng was cursed by Lu Bingbing and Hua Yin. Therefore, Qin Feng thought it was necessary to teach Yin Wu Shuang a lesson. So he tied her hands in the air, just like the art of binding in the movies. "I'm drinking coffee." Qin Feng pretended that he didn't understand Li Xingtian's words. He added, "Father-in-law, why did you scold me just now?" Li Xingtian suddenly choked and couldn't say a word. He realized that he had misunderstood Qin Feng. "Ahem, son-in-law, why did you tie Yin Wu Shuang up?" "Oh, this is the special training method of the Dragon Sect. Leader Yin is training her. Don't worry about her," Qin Feng said as if he was telling the truth. Li Xingtian looked at Qin Feng doubtfully and didn't ask any more questions. Li Shanshan had untied Yin Wu Shuang's hands. Yin Wu Shuang was so angry that she wanted to stomp Qin Feng to death. However, she had to pretend that nothing had happened since Li Xingtian and Li Shanshan were here. "Hee, Shanshan, let's go out and play. Don't disturb Qin Feng and Yin Wu Shuang's discussion." Li Xingtian was embarrassed. As soon as the two of them left, Yin Wu Shuang launched a scissor kick at Qin Feng's face. Qin Feng was prepared for it. He raised his hand unhurriedly, grabbed Yin Wu Shuang's slender leg, and pulled her into his arms. Damn Qin Feng, let go of me!" Yin Wu Shuang shouted again. Qin Feng covered Yin Wu Shuang's mouth with his own and kissed her. After spending so much time with Yin Wu Shuang, Qin Feng's feelings for Yin Wu Shuang had been warming up. Although the two of them usually kept an appropriate distance from each other, Qin Feng had long regarded Yin Wu Shuang as his woman. In the beginning, Yin Wu Shuang struggled with all her might. However, she gradually stopped. In the end, Yin Wu Shuang lost herself in it. She hugged Qin Feng's neck and cooperated with him. The two of them hadn't seen each other for a long time. Yin Wu Shuang knew that Qin Feng had escaped from death this time. Yin Wu Shuang's hidden emotions burst out. She felt tired of hiding it all the time. She wanted to go crazy for once. Time seemed to have stopped at this moment. It was a romantic and beautiful scene. After kissing for a long time, Yin Wu Shuang pushed Qin Feng away gently. Then, she started to pant. Who allowed you to kiss me? You're so annoying." Yin Wu Shuang came back to her senses. Her pretty face was flushed. Her eyes were as clear as water. She didn't dare to look Qin Feng in the eye. Qin Feng liked Yin Wu Shuang's coquettish look very much. A touch of charm flashed through the coldness. Qin Feng still hugged Yin Wu Shuang and sat on top of her. His big hands caressed her back. "Wu Shuang, I'm going to Acropolis City tomorrow. Then, I'm going to the outer martial arts world. 1 month later, I'm going to challenge the Divine Dragon." Yin Wu Shuang suddenly screamed before Qin Feng could finish a sentence. "What? You're going to challenge the Divine Dragon?" Qin Feng had challenged the divine dragon 2 months ago. However, nobody knew about it. Yin Wushuang didn't know about it either. She was stunned by Qin Feng's words. Wushuang, don't worry. I've fought with the divine dragon once. Qin Feng told Yin Wushuang about his fight with the divine dragon and why he went to Zhongchuan City. Yin Wushuang was dumbfounded. Then, you must be careful this time. Yin Wushuang wanted to persuade Qin Feng not to challenge the divine dragon. After all, the divine dragon was the strongest in the secular world of China. However, Yin Wushuang knew Qin Feng very well. She knew Qin Feng wouldn't change his mind easily. Qin Feng hugged Yin Wushuang tighter. Yin Wushuang didn't struggle. She lay quietly in Qin Feng's arms like a kitten. After the two of them were intimate in the room for a while, they went downstairs to find Li Shanshan and Li Xingtian. The four of them went shopping in the afternoon. Qin Feng bought a lot of beautiful clothes for the two women. The two women were indescribably happy. Qin Feng left at night. He still had to look for Lu Bingbing. Qin Feng planned to visit all the important relatives and women in the provincial capital. After that, he could go to Hero City with peace of mind. Lu Bingbing was the last person he wanted to see. Qin Feng planned to go back to Qin Mansion to pick up Ma Xinxin and bring her to Acropolis City. It was already night when Qin Feng arrived at Lu Bingbing's villa. Lu Bingbing was holding a glass of red wine. She wore a white silk nightgown and stood in front of the floor-to-ceiling window, staring blankly at the night view outside. This morning, Yin Wushuang had shouted in Hero City, causing everyone to think that Qin Feng had slept with Yin Wushuang. Lu Bingbing had been suppressing her anger for a whole day. She hadn't talked to Qin Feng, but Lu Bingbing realized that Qin Feng hadn't come to comfort her either. Lu Bingbing was furious. She remembered the days she spent with Qin Feng in Acropolis City. At that time, Lu Bingbing hated Qin Feng and ignored him. Qin Feng always pestered her. Now that Lu Bingbing had given her body to Qin Feng, she felt that Qin Feng didn't cherish her anymore. Stinky man, you men are all the same. Lu Bingbing couldn't help but curse. Just as she finished speaking, someone responded to her, Bingbing, who bullied you? I'll teach him a lesson for you. Lu Bingbing was stunned because she recognized that it was Qin Feng's voice. Lu Bingbing was about to turn around when she felt a strong embrace. Qin Feng, let go of me. You want to beat up the person who bullied me, right? Then hurry up and beat yourself to death. Lu Bingbing knew that Qin Feng had come. She was so excited that she wanted to shout. However, she quickly recovered her cold expression. She was still angry at Qin Feng. How did I bully you? You're my woman. I can't wait to care about you. Qin Feng blew hot air into Lu Bingbing's ear. Lu Bingbing's body went limp and numb. Don't hug me. You just fooled around with that Yin woman in the morning, and now you're here looking for me in the evening. What kind of person do you think I am? Lu Bingbing struggled angrily, but she couldn't break free from Qin Feng's embrace. Lu Bingbing was so anxious that she started to stomp on Qin Feng's feet. Qin Feng felt a bit of pain and tore off Lu Bingbing's pajamas. Lu Bingbing screamed in fright, but Qin Feng pressed her against the floor-to-ceiling window. Bingbing, I haven't been back for a while. You're rebelling. I'll teach you a lesson tonight. Qin Feng proved his strength. Lu Bingbing was quickly defeated and started to beg for mercy. The two of them moved from the floor-to-ceiling window to the sofa. Finally, Qin Feng carried Lu Bingbing onto the large bed. The bed was filled with Lu Bingbing's fragrance. Qin Feng really liked this familiar smell. Qin Feng only stopped when the sky turned white. Lu Bingbing was exhausted. The resentment in her heart dissipated after fighting all night. Lu Bingbing suddenly realized that this was a good way to release her stress and anger. In the future, if Qin Feng provoked her again, Lu Bingbing would use this method to vent. Bingbing, how have you been? After Qin Feng calmed down, he hugged Lu Bingbing and stroked her long hair dotingly. Lu Bingbing pulled the blanket over the two of them. The coldness on her face was long gone, and there was still a tinge of red on her cheeks. I'm fine. Since you're so famous, no one dares to bully me. In the Dragon Gate, everyone takes good care of me. Lu Bingbing felt very warm when she said this. Although Qin Feng was usually very busy and couldn't stay by her side, many people gave in to Lu Bingbing because of Qin Feng's fame. I'm relieved that you're fine. I'll leave in a bit. Qin Feng looked at Lu Bingbing's white and tender neck and couldn't help but kiss it a few times. Lu Bingbing suddenly hugged Qin Feng's arm tightly and asked, "You just came back, and you're leaving again?" Qin Feng didn't want to leave, but there were some things he had to do. "I have to go. I have to finish a few important things. After I'm done, I'll go back to Hero City and pick you up. We'll be together every day." Lu Bingbing had joined the Hero Alliance, so she knew about Hero City. However, Lu Bingbing had never asked Qin Feng why he was building Hero City. Now that Qin Feng had told her about it, Lu Bingbing was touched. The reason why Qin Feng worked so hard was because he wanted to become stronger and build an indestructible home so that everyone could live a peaceful and stable life. Lu Bingbing was jealous because Qin Feng had too many women around him. However, she was more open-minded now. She felt that Qin Feng treated every woman with sincerity. Moreover, having more sisters meant he wouldn't be bored, so there was nothing wrong with that. Then you must be careful. If you encounter any trouble, shout in the Hero Alliance, and I'll be the first to go. Qin Feng's heart was filled with warmth. The women he met all said the same thing. You must be careful. Lu Bingbing looked at Qin Feng tenderly. Suddenly, she flipped over and sat on Qin Feng. You were the one who took the initiative before. This time, I'll take the initiative. Chapter 978. Qin Feng left Lu Bingbing's mansion. Lu Bingbing stood at the entrance and watched him leave. She was afraid that if she went to the airport with Qin Feng, she would also follow him out of excitement. Qin Feng went back to the Qin Manor. Ma Xinxin was still there. The people of the Qin Manor all came out to see him off. They knew Qin Feng was leaving today. The younger generation of the 4 major clans and 5 minor clans in the capital also came. The beautiful girl group, Dongfang Qin Shui, Yin Wu Shuang, Li Shanshan, and her father, Lu Shu, Yang Kan, Sima Xiang. The crowd gathered outside the Qin Manor and filled the 2 streets. It was as magnificent as seeing off the Red Army. Ma Xinxin was dumbfounded. She didn't expect Qin Feng to be so powerful. He was like a big brother among the younger generation of the capital. Soon, Ma Xinxin found a few unfriendly gazes from the crowd. They were all extremely beautiful women. Ma Xinxin didn't fall behind. She purposely hugged Qin Feng's arm and acted very intimate with him for those women to see. They were so angry that they wanted to fight. However, seeing that there were many elders of the Qin family, they held back. Feng'er, you must be careful. Take care of yourself. Qin Huang's eyes turned red after saying this. Qin Shitian stood at the side and didn't say anything. However, when he looked at Qin Feng, they understood each other. Qin Duo Air smiled brightly and said goodbye to Qin Feng. However, looking at her red and swollen eyes, Qin Feng knew that she must have cried a lot last night. Qin Wudao also said a few words to Qin Feng. Everyone had the same thought. Qin Feng must take care of himself outside. Part of him was always sad. Qin Feng didn't want to keep this sad mood for too long. After saying goodbye to everyone, he pulled Ma Xinxin and rushed to the airport. As soon as Qin Feng left, Qin Duo Air started to cry again. Qin Wudao took her back to the Qin Manor and comforted her. The people of the Qin family slowly left. Lu Shu and the other young masters also left. Rao Sherman and the other women also left. Qin Huang and Qin Shitian went to a private study. Dad, Qin Feng has really grown up. With his current strength, I'm afraid that even you can't do anything to him. There are some things that I think it's time to tell him. Qin Huang looked at Qin Shitian with a solemn expression. Qin Shitian's thick brows knitted together, and after a long while, he nodded and said, "He is indeed grown up. After he finishes challenging the divine dragon this time, if he comes back alive, tell him about his true identity and let him find his parents." Qin Emperor nodded heavily. I believe that the Feng-er can defeat the divine dragon. Acropolis City had become famous recently because of the appearance of Hero City. A few days ago, Hero City had a conflict with the herbal faction of the outer martial arts world. In that battle, Two true energy stage powerhouses had appeared, and it had shaken the entire outer martial arts world. It just so happened that the Martial Arts Circle Convention was about to begin, and almost all of the outer martial arts world disciples who had come out of their mountains had gone to Hero City to take a look. However, many people did not see the herbal faction's sect master, by Yu Fei, or the mysterious true energy stage powerhouse from Hero City. In Hero City, Lu Jie, Yun Zhe, and Huang Jingguo personally led a team to patrol the surroundings every day. Everyone knew that the herbal faction would not let this matter rest, so the entire Hero City was on high alert, waiting for the people of the herbal faction to come over at any time. Hua Yin and the other girls also stayed in Hero City these days. Bai Qing, Liu Chun, and Su Qiuyu all put down the work in their hands. They also swore to protect their home with their lives. Who is it? This is a restricted area of Hero City. Unauthorized personnel are not allowed to enter. A group of people wearing brown robes with 100 leaves suddenly rushed in from the entrance of Hero City. The members of the phone group guarding the entrance had just opened their mouths to ask, but the other party had already brandished their swords and attacked. Brother Longhair, Brother Huang. The people of the herbal faction are attacking. Sword lights flashed, and in an instant, a few members of the phone group fell to the ground. The remaining people immediately ran into Hero City, calling for Lu Jie and the others to come and help. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. A few black figures suddenly leaped over. Lu Jie carried the Overlord Slash. Huang Jinghua threw out a dozen flying knives, and Yunzhe spun the fiery rod. The three of them had already blended in with the people of the herbal faction and started fighting. Bang, bang, bang. Sounds rang non-stop at the entrance of Hero City, and the huge commotion instantly attracted quite a number of martial artists to come over to watch. They're fighting. Everyone come and see. It's the people of the herbal faction. I remember their uniforms. That person in the white robe is the sect master of the herbal faction, by Yu Fei. He is determined to take down Hero City. Soon, hundreds of martial artists surrounded the entrance of Hero City. These people stood a few hundred meters away and watched as if they were watching a show. No one dared to step into the muddy water. It was obvious that Bai Yufei came prepared this time. There were more than 50 disciples of the herbal faction at the entrance of Hero City. Moreover, these disciples were very powerful. They were all specially selected elites, and the weakest among them was a Stage 5 Inner Qi cultivator. Lu Jie and Yunzhe were Stage 6 Inner Qi cultivators, and Huang Jinhua was Stage 7 Inner Qi cultivator. The three of them were surrounded by more than a dozen Stage 6 Inner Qi cultivators, and they were easily defeated. The remaining members of the phone group and the disciples of the Hong faction were even weaker. They were forced to retreat. Originally, they were guarding the entrance of Hero City, but now they had retreated into Hero City. Ha ha! You want to stop me? Didn't I come in already? A white shadow flashed, and Bai Yufei landed in Hero City. He looked around at the tall buildings around him, and his eyes shone with a fanatical light. Big brother, this is such a great place. It's built like a modern metropolis, yet it has an incomparably dense spiritual energy. If we were to move the medicine sect's base here, wouldn't it become the most luxurious and imposing base in the martial arts world? Bai Yin stood next to Bai Yufei. He was also extremely excited. How dare you come to Hero City to cause trouble? Don't even think about leaving this place alive. A feminine voice came from the sky. It was Hua Yin, wielding the blood shadow whip. Behind Hua Yin were a few beautiful figures. It was Zhao Ling Xian and the other women. Pa, pa, pa. As a Stage 6 demon cultivator with dual attributes, Hua Yan's strength was comparable to a Stage 7 Inner Qi martial artist. She waved the blood shadow whip in her hand, and frosty flames fell from the sky, instantly taking down 3 Stage 5 Inner Qi disciples. Lu Jie and the other two were finally able to catch their breath. They quickly rushed to Hua Yan's side, and the 4 of them formed a circle, glaring at the people from the herbal faction. Bai Yufei and Bai Yin did not move an inch. They were not in a hurry to attack. In Bai Yufei's opinion, Hua Tuo was the only person in Hero City who could scare people. As for Hua Yin and the others, Bai Yufei could not be bothered to deal with them. Bai Yin alone was enough to kill them all. A few more figures flew toward them from the sky. Yin Tiankong landed in front of Hua Yin and the others with the Yun family. Because of the incident last time, Yunzhe had asked the Yun family to send some reinforcements. When Yin Tiankong learned that Hero City was in trouble, he personally led the troops to help. Chapter 979. Who are you? How dare you cause trouble in Hero City? Yin Kongtian's voice was cold. White Cloud stared at Yin Kongtian and yelled, "Old bastard, we're from the herbal sect of the outer martial world. Today, we're here to wash Hero City with blood. I advise you to scram. Don't make trouble for yourself." Yin Kongtian's strength was at the middle stage of Stage 9 Inner Chi. His appearance brought some pressure to the herbal sect. As a big sect of the outer martial world, how could you do such a shameless thing in broad daylight to steal someone else's territory? Yin Kongtian angrily stared at White Cloud and the others. What do you mean by shameless? There are countless conflicts in the outer martial world. Many sects fight to the death for a piece of territory. Stop talking nonsense here. If you don't leave, I won't be polite. White Cloud was clearly a bit impatient. Although Yin Kongtian was very strong, with Bai Yufei, a true Qi stage expert, he wasn't afraid of Yin Kongtian. I want to see what you can do. Yin Kongtian was angry and slapped White Cloud. Boom! All of a sudden, the air exploded, and the ground where White Cloud had been standing just a moment ago cracked, forming a crack. White Cloud leaped and ran to the side. Yin Tian chased after White Cloud and started a fight. Bai Yufei's eyes became colder. He had come to Hero City to start a massacre. Since that old bastard Hua Ta doesn't want to come out, I'll make the first move. Bai Yufei slapped out and a gust of wind blew. Lu Jie, Zhao Ling Xian, and the other women couldn't resist at all and felt like they would be sent flying at any moment. Bai Yufei, you bastard. Today, I'll do justice on behalf of the heavens. Hua Yan's grandfather, Hua Bei, appeared in front of everyone. There was also a white silhouette that stepped through the void and swung its palm towards the ground in midair. Boom! The huge explosion didn't stop. After the two violent auras collided, the ground cracked, and even the defensive walls of Hero City collapsed. The martial artists who were a few hundred meters away couldn't help but retreat. Although they were a few hundred meters away, they could still feel the two powerful auras pressing down on their hearts. Is that old man in white a true Qi stage elite from Hero City? The outer martial arts world's crowd burst into a commotion. It's him. I think his name is Hua Ta. It's really a battle between two true Qi stage experts. This is the first time I've seen something like this in my life. Hua Tuo and Bai Yufei were fighting again, and Hua Bei was helping them. The 50 or so elite disciples of the herbal sect also began to attack Hero City. Lu Jie and the rest tried to stop the enemies along the way, but there were too many of them. They could not stop them at all. Grandsons, you want to go through here? Let's step over Grandpa's body first. Lu Jie was so angry that the fat on his face was jiggling. The Overlord slash in his hand rose and fell, and each time, a medicine sect disciple would fall to the ground. However, Lu Jie wasn't much better off. He fought with brute force, and it didn't take long for him to be slashed several times. Yunzhe and Huang Jinghua also felt extremely pressured. The two of them had been injured in the last battle, and it had only been a week since then, and the people from Medicine Sect had come to find trouble again. Everyone's injuries had not completely recovered, and they were still standing here, fighting to the death. Smack, smack, smack! Hua Yan's figure kept jumping among the crowd, and the blood shadow whip in her hand unleashed flames and ice, temporarily suppressing the speed of the herbal sect disciples' attack. Ren Xiaoyao also came over. The waning moon sword in her hand flashed, and it looked as if there was a waning moon imprinted behind Ren Xiaoyao's back. The waning moon sword technique was extremely profound, and the sword qi flew in the air, knocking down many herbal sect disciples. Zhao Ling Xian, Lin Bei Bei, and the other women were also fighting. However, These beauties were too weak, and their attacks did not have much effect. The herbal sect disciples had a huge advantage in terms of numbers. Even if Lu Jie and the rest fought with all their might, they were still forced to retreat repeatedly. "Xiao Yao, we're here." A dozen or so black figures suddenly flew over and landed next to Ren Xiao Yao in a few breaths' time. Seeing the newcomers, Ren Xiao Yao felt a surge of warmth in her heart. Recently, she had been expelled from the Ren family, and the Ren family insisted that she stay in Hero City. Now, the reinforcements were some of the Ren family's experts. "Grandma, why are you here too? Hurry up and hide inside. It's very dangerous here." Ren Xiao Yao pulled Grandma's hand and ran into Hero City. Grandma shook off Ren Xiao Yao's hand and said, "Xiao Yao, I'm still healthy. I won't participate in the battle. I'll go and cheer for you guys." "All right, where's our son-in-law? Why isn't he back yet?" "Grandma, he has his own matters to attend to. You should go somewhere else." The situation was urgent, and Ren Xiao Yao didn't have the time to explain the situation to Grandma. She arranged a safe place for Grandma and returned to the battlefield with the waning moon sword. The Ren family had sent 12 experts, and all of them were stage 5 inner chi and above. This time, Yin Kantian had also brought a dozen experts from the Yin family. In addition to Lu Jie and the rest, there were also a dozen experts from the Hong sect. Now, the number of people on both sides was about the same, and the battle became more intense. However, no one cared about Lu Jie's battle. The outer martial artists were watching the battle between Bai Yufei and Hua Ta. The battle between the two true Qi stage powerhouses was the key to the entire competition. Even if Lu Jie won, Hua Tuo would lose, and Hero City would still be defeated. "You bastard, if you have the guts, don't hide all the time. Do you dare to fight to your heart's content?" Hua Bei cursed angrily. He and Hua Tuo had teamed up against Bai Yufei, but Bai Yufei didn't attack him at all. Instead, he kept hiding. "Hee, my dear master, you want to fight, right? Don't worry, I'll teach you a lesson later." Bai Yufei smiled playfully, but he still didn't attack Hua Bei. Hua Bei chased after Bai Yufei, but he couldn't even touch Bai Yufei's body because he was much weaker than Bai Yufei. A cold gleam flashed across Hua Tuo's eyes. He seemed to have seen through Bai Yufei's intention. Bai Yufei was stalling for time, and Hua Bei knew that his strength would drop as time passed. Rumble. Hua Tuo had no time to waste, because he could feel that his true energy stage was dropping again. Bolts of lightning fell from the sky and enveloped Bai Yufei. Bai Yufei had suffered from Hua Tuo's lightning last time, so he was prepared this time. An invisible layer of true qi enveloped Bai Yufei's body. The lightning couldn't penetrate the layer of true qi around Bai Yufei's body. Crackle. Lightning flashed in all directions, becoming even more turbulent. Hua Tuo's face was pale. He was trying his best to support his body. "Huh. Hua, Ta, Hua Bei, today is the day you die." The eyes of Bai Yufei, who had not made a move all this while, lit up. He suddenly unsheathed his long sword. Sword light flashed, as if there were thousands of sword qi surging out, covering the space in front of Hua Bei and Hua Ta. The thunder stopped, and Hua Tuo quickly used his qi to create a barrier in front of him. Hua Bei's expression changed drastically. He also used all his inner qi to block Bai Yufei's attack. Rumble. Even though the two of them attacked together, they still couldn't block Bai Yufei's sword qi. A violent explosion occurred in front of the two of them. Hua Ta and Hua Bei fell from the sky and spat out a few mouthfuls of blood. "Ha ha ha. Hero City is only SOSO. It's not too late to surrender now, and I'll spare your lives." Hua Tuo's defeat meant that Hero City was defeated. Bai Yufei leaped up and stood on top of the gate of Hero City. He looked down at the entire city fearlessly. Hero City was prosperous, and there were many herb gardens. The place was rich with spiritual qi, and it was backed by Devil Beast Mountain. Bai Yufei was determined to take over such a good base. The sounds of battle gradually died down, and everyone looked at Bai Yufei. The people of the herbal sect were cheering excitedly, but Lu Jie and the others' faces were as cold as ice. "I won't hand Hero City over to you bastards. Even if I have to die, I'll protect Hero City. After a brief moment of absent-mindedness, Lu Jie charged forward with the Overlord's slash in his hand. Yin Zhe and Huang Jinhua followed closely behind him. Rin Xiao Yao and Hua Yin made their move, and the rest of the people followed suit. Even though they knew that they were no match for Bai Yufei, even though they knew that they could die in the next second, they still had to help Qin Feng defend Hero City. If they lost their home, what else would they have left? Oomph. What a bunch of pathetic ants. Bai Yufei sneered. He waved the long sword in his hand, and hundreds of sword qi appeared in the air. The sword qi surged, and a few members of the Hong sect fell to the ground. Who dares to cause trouble in my territory? Don't even think about leaving this place alive. A deep roar came from afar. It sounded like the roar was coming from afar, but in a split second, a black shadow flew toward them. Rumble. The black shadow landed on the ground and created a deep pit. In front of this person was a huge shield. The shield was carved with ancient and profound runes, and it flickered with brown light. The hundreds of sword qi were all blocked by the shield, but there were no cracks on the shield. There wasn't even a scratch. Lu Jie and the others stopped in their tracks. They looked at the familiar figure in front of them, as if they were looking at a towering mountain. Qin Feng is back. The moment they saw Qin Feng, everyone's nervous hearts relaxed. This was a very strange feeling. When they saw Qin Feng, they felt an indescribable sense of security. What the hell is this? Someone is courting death again? Bai Yufei looked at the huge black tortoise shield and was stunned for a moment. Everyone in Hero City gathered around Qin Feng when they learned that he was here. Master, be careful of that guy. He's a stage 1 true Qi expert. Hua Tuo was the first to arrive at Qin Feng's side, and he communicated with Qin Feng telepathically. Qin Feng put away the black tortoise shield and looked at Bai Yufei, who was standing on top of the city gate. Are you the sect leader of the herbal sect? Chapter 980. Since you know the herbal sect's name, then get lost, Bai Yufei said disdainfully. White Cloud roared at Qin Feng while panting with rage. You've misunderstood me. I'm looking for the people of the herbal sect, because I want to destroy them. Qin Feng looked at Bai Yin calmly. He wasn't bluffing. Ever since he found out about Hua Yan's background, he had been looking for an opportunity to destroy the herbal sect. Now that the herbal sect had delivered themselves to his doorstep, Qin Feng would never spare them. Whoosh! The crowd hundreds of meters away was in an uproar. Qin Feng was too famous in China, and some people had already recognized him. When they learned that Qin Feng, the Azure Dragon of China, had come to support Hero City, the show became more and more exciting. Damn it, you're asking for it. Qin Feng's words completely infuriated the herbal sect. Bai Yin leaped and slapped Qin Feng. Bai Yin was at the early stage of Stage 9 Inner Qi, and he could tell that Qin Feng was also at the same stage. Bai Yin was confident that he could send Qin Feng flying with a single slap. Bai Yin was so fast that he arrived in front of Qin Feng in the blink of an eye. Qin Feng didn't back down and threw a punch. Boom! Thunder rumbled and a tiger roared. Although Qin Feng was at the early stage of Stage 9 Inner Qi, he had the strength of a mid-stage Stage 9 Inner Qi expert. He could even defend himself against a late-stage Stage 9 Inner Qi expert. Their fists and palms collided. Qin Feng didn't move an inch, but Bai Yun felt a powerful force explode from his body. He was sent flying out of Hero City. Puffed. Bai Yun fell to the ground and spat out a few mouthfuls of blood. Bai Yufei's eyes were bloodshot with anger. You stinking brat. I originally wanted to spare your worthless lives so that you could be my slaves in the future. Now all of you can die. Bai Yufei was enraged. He swung his sword and charged at Qin Feng. Everyone gathered around Qin Feng and looked at Bai Yufei, who was descending from the sky. Bai Yufei was too powerful, and no one knew if Qin Feng could beat him. Qin Feng stood on the ground calmly, as if he didn't care about Bai Yufei. When Bai Yufei's sword was about to pierce Qin Feng's skull, a black shadow suddenly appeared and punched Bai Yufei away. Bang! Bai Yufei fell into a deep pit on the ground. Everyone was stunned. Damn, what's going on? What happened just now? The people of the Wulin world outside did not see it clearly. The speed of the Black Shadow was too fast for them to capture. That black robe man is also a true chi stage expert. This is insane. Since when did the true chi stage experts in China become so worthless? I've been training hard for 30 years, and I'm only at stage 8 inner chi. Not only were the people of Wulin dumbfounded, but Yun Zhe and the others were also dumbfounded. After sending by Yufei, flying with a punch, Ouyang Feng stood motionlessly beside Qin Feng. Some people in the crowd recognized Ouyang Feng. Back in the soaring cloud mansion, when Ouyang Feng beat up Su Xiaodian, Lu Jie and Yun Zhe were present. Bang! The ground rumbled as Bai Yufei flew up and landed 10 or so meters away from Ouyang Feng. His eyes were filled with killing intent, and he looked as if he wanted to skin Ouyang Feng alive. Who are you? Bai Yufei felt a little guilty. He didn't expect Hero City to have so many elites. 2 true Chi stage experts and 3 stage 9 inner Chi experts. This kind of lineup would be very powerful in the Wulin world outside, but he had never heard of Hero City before. You don't have a right to know my name. Ouyang Feng looked at Bai Yufei coldly. Bai Yufei was so angry that his teeth were about to break, but he didn't dare to make a move. He wanted to escape because Ouyang Feng's aura was stronger than his. Retreat. Bai Yufei thought quickly and quickly made a decision. As soon as he finished speaking, Ouyang Feng had already disappeared. When he reappeared, Bai Yufei was sent flying with another punch. You want to leave? You'll have to ask me if I agree or not. Ouyang Feng attacked, and this time he didn't stop. As a genius who cultivated both inner and outer chi, even if his inner chi was declining, his external realm was not affected by the earth. Moreover, the strength of the stage 10 external realm was too strong. Bai Yufei, who was at stage 1 true chi, was nothing in front of Ouyang Feng. From today onwards, the herbal sect will disappear from Huaxia. Qin Feng roared and started to move. The heaven splitter axe in Qin Feng's hand became as big as a wheel. Every time he swung it, the air around him would change, and in an instant a row of herbal sect disciples would fall to the ground. Haha, boss is back. Our hero city is saved. Kill. Kill to your heart's content. Lu Jie and the others finally came back to their senses. They finally accepted the fact that the situation had changed. Ouyang Feng's strength was too strong, and it scared everyone. Bang, bang, bang. Qin Feng's return gave everyone confidence. Lu Jie carried the Overlord Decapitator and killed everyone, and Yun Zhe's fiery rod shot out balls of fire. The girls also came back to their senses. They were grinning from ear to ear as they fought. They hadn't seen Qin Feng for a long time, and he suddenly appeared at this critical moment. It was like a dream. Wow, boss, you came just in time. If you were a few seconds late, you wouldn't be able to see us anymore. Lu Jie fought his way to Qin Feng's side and fought side by side with him. Qin Feng kicked Lu Jie's butt and yelled, "How could you not tell me that such a big thing happened in Hero City? I'll take care of you later." Qin Feng, you're back. Zhao Ling Xian and the other girls also ran to Qin Feng and greeted him. Master, you're so cool. Ren Xiao Yao had really become Qin Feng's servant girl, and she usually called Qin Feng Master. Qin Feng and the girls were affectionate to each other as they fought. When the people from the herbal sect saw this scene, they were so angry that they vomited blood. Not far away, Ouyang Feng was still beating up Bai Yufei. Bai Yufei had a bloody nose and a swollen face. The white robe on his body had been torn into a net. His original arrogance had been beaten away. That miserable appearance made people believe that he was an expert of the true chi stage. Puchi. Qin Feng's heaven splitter axe slashed down from the sky, and the long sword in Bai Yun's hand was split in half. The axe's aura was turbulent, and it directly fell on Bai Yun's head. In an instant, Bai Yun's body exploded into a pool of blood. Elder Bai Yun is dead. The sect leader can't hold on any longer. He's being beaten up by that old man. Run. Run for your life. The herbal sect is really done for. Bai Yun's death completely stunned the disciples of the herbal sect. Some of them were relatives of Bai Yufei, but most of them were not related by blood. Seeing that the herbal sect had offended an important person and was about to be annihilated, these disciples were not willing to fight anymore. One by one, they threw away their weapons and started to run for their lives. Qin Feng did not give the order to chase after those disciples who ran away. This was because the main people who framed Hua Yan's family were the Bai family, and it had nothing to do with those disciples who ran away. Bang, 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 bang. In just a few minutes, the elite disciples of the herbal sect had either run away or died. Not a single one of them could stand up again. The martial artists who were watching from a few hundred meters away were all dumbfounded. This sudden reversal of the situation was beyond everyone's imagination. The prestige of Hero City became even more valiant, and it was deeply imprinted in these people's hearts. They had already roughly guessed that Qin Feng was the city lord behind the scenes of Hero City. This mysterious man was really going to ascend to the heavens. Outside of Hero City, only Bai Yufei was left being beaten up by Ouyang Feng. Bai Yufei actually wanted to escape, but in front of Ouyang Feng, he did not even have the chance to escape. Ouyang Feng, captured by Yufei. Qin Feng communicated with Ouyang Feng through telepathy. As soon as he finished speaking, Ouyang Feng carried by Yufei and landed beside the crowd. The sect leader of the herbal sect, a true Qi stage powerhouse, was beaten up by Ouyang Feng and had to run for his life. Now, he was carried by Ouyang Feng like a little chick. Seeing this scene, everyone was so shocked that they were speechless. Bai Yufei, you bastard! I'll stomp you to death. As soon as Bai Yufei fell to the ground, Hua Yin could not help but rush forward and stomp on him. 10 years ago, the Hua family was like the sun in the sky. The Hua family lived a peaceful and happy life, but all of this was destroyed by Bai Yufei. Hua Yin wanted to cut Bai Yufei into 1,000 pieces with her own hands. Hua Bei looked at Bai Yufei, and his eyes were burning with anger. However, Hua Bei controlled himself and waited for Qin Feng to deal with Bai Yufei. Qin Feng, how are you going to deal with him? Hua Yin stomped on him for a while and ran to Qin Feng's side. Now that she was Qin Feng's woman, she had to listen to her man's arrangements. Qin Feng flipped his hand, and the spear of rat halos appeared in his hand. He handed it to Hua Yin and said, I'll hand Bai Yufei over to the Hua family. You can do whatever you want with him. Hua Yin looked at Qin Feng gratefully and glared at Bai Yufei with the spear of rat halos in her hand. Bai Yufei was a true energy stage powerhouse, but he was so scared that his body was trembling. He wanted to run away, but Ouyang Feng was holding him back. Seeing that the spear of rat halos in Hua Yan's hand was about to fall, Bai Yufei no longer cared about his identity as a true energy stage powerhouse or the sect leader of the herbal faction. He immediately kneeled in front of Hua Yin and Hua Bei. Master, please spare my life. I was wrong. I know I was wrong. Bai Yufei's action shocked everyone. The spear of rat halos in Hua Yan's hand stopped moving, and Hua Bei hesitated. After all, Bai Yufei was her disciple. It would be a lie if she did not have any feelings for him. Seeing that Hua Bei's expression changed, Bai Yufei hurriedly knelt down and kowtowed. Master, I made a huge mistake back then. I've been living in pain and guilt for the past 10 years. I really know my mistake this time. I hope Master can spare my life so that I can repay you in the future and make up for my mistake back then. Chapter 981. Hua Yin and Hua Bei hesitated. Bai Yufei, who was kneeling and begging for mercy, suddenly had a murderous look in his eyes. He leaped up and slammed his palm at the dazed Hua Yin. The sudden turn of events stunned everyone. They did not expect Bai Yufei to be putting on a show. Despicable ant, I've seen through your disgusting nature. Fall! Rumble! When Hua Yin came back to her senses, she was too weak to dodge Bai Yufei's palm. Hua Bei could not react in time either. Seeing that his granddaughter was about to be slapped to death, his intestines turned green with regret. At this moment, Ouyang Feng's furious roar sounded like rolling thunder. Before anyone could see the specific move, Ouyang Feng had already punched Bai Yufei to the ground, creating a human-shaped pit. Bastard, no one could save you now. As soon as Bai Yufei landed, Hua Bei's expression turned cold. She took the spear of rat halos from Hua Yin and pierced it through Bai Yufei's heart. Bai Yufei's eyes widened. He never thought that as a true energy stage powerhouse, he would be killed one day. He also did not expect that the one who killed him was his master, Hua Bei, whom he betrayed 10 years ago. Rumble. As soon as Bai Yufei died, Qin Fen shot out a ball of destructive fire. In an instant, Bai Yufei was reduced to ashes as if he had never been in this world. Everything happened so fast that many people did not even have time to react. The sect master of the herbal sect was killed. The herbal sect was completely disbanded. The name of the herbal sect would disappear from the outer martial arts world. Hundreds of meters away, the spectators of the outer martial arts world were still in a daze. They did not expect Bai Yufei to be killed. After all, he was a true energy stage powerhouse. There were not many true energy stage powerhouses in the outer martial arts world. After so many years, they had never heard of any true energy stage powerhouse being killed. However, such a scene happened right before their eyes. Qin Fen had no feelings for Bai Yufei. After burning him to ashes, Qin Fen jumped to the top of Hero City's city gate while many sects of the outer martial arts world were here. He glanced at the crowd and yelled, "From today onwards, Hero City is the base of the Hero Alliance. Anyone who dares to trespass Hero City will end up like the herbal sect. Now that the herbal sect has been destroyed, I will represent the Hua family to rebuild the herbal sect and change its name to the alchemy sect. The alchemy sect's base is also in Hero City. In the future, I hope that the heroes of the martial arts world will take care of us." Qin Fen announced 2 shocking pieces of news in one go. 2 powerful new sects suddenly appeared in the outer martial arts world, the Hero Alliance and the Alchemy faction. A cry of surprise suddenly came from the crowd a few hundred meters away. It turned out that someone had thought of the pill sect that was at its peak 10 years ago, but had disappeared in a single night. Pill ancestor? So it's an alchemy ancestor. I remember now. Isn't that the #1 elixir sect in the outer martial arts circle 10 years ago? It turns out that the Hua family of the alchemy sect has always been there. I understand now. The herbal sect seized the alchemy sect 10 years ago. This time, the sect master of the herbal sect, Bai Yufei, offended Qin Feng. In the end, Qin Feng destroyed the herbal sect and helped the Hua family rebuild the alchemy sect. He's too powerful. Everyone, be careful in the future. Don't ever provoke that Qin Feng. 3 figures suddenly joined the crowd of Outer Wulin. 2 of the women were as beautiful as fairies. Their muslin dresses fluttered in the wind, and beside them was a tall and handsome man. The 3 of them looked at Qin Feng, who was standing like a pine tree at the top of Hero City. One of the women and the man were stunned. Hua Xianyu recognized Qin Feng. A few months ago, Hua Xianyu and Qin Fen had joined hands to kill a 3-eyed elephant boar in Devil Beast Mountain. The 2 of them could be considered to have saved each other's lives. Hua Xianyu would think of Devil Beast Mountain for time to time. She thought of the big boy who cut his own blood to save her. In a flash, a few months had passed. Qin Fen had changed from that immature big boy to an awe-inspiring lord of the city. Hua Xianyu felt happy for Qin Fen in her heart, but in the end, she resisted the urge to greet Qin Fen. Hua Xianyu was a little worried. How awkward would it be if he forgot her? Ling Fei was also staring at Qin Fen. He also recognized Qin Fen. At that time, Ling Fei and Hua Xianyu went to Devil Beast Mountain to pick herbs. Later, he mistakenly thought that Qin Fen had violated his junior sister, Hua Xianyu. At that time, he almost swung his sword to kill Qin Fen. Ling Fei glanced at Hua Xianyu, who was beside him. When he saw that his junior sister was staring at Qin Fen in a daze, a murderous look appeared in Ling Fei's eyes. Suruo also glanced at Qin Fen, who was standing on the city gate. She did not recognize this handsome and domineering man, but the moment she saw Qin Fen, Suruo felt an indescribable pain in her heart. Junior sister Wu Xan, what's wrong? Hua Xianyu saw Suruo frown and asked with concern. Suruo glanced at Qin Fen again, and the pain in her heart intensified. She hurriedly withdrew her gaze and said to Hua Xianyu, Senior sister, we just picked a lot of spirit herbs and spirit pearls from Devil Beast Mountain. Let's find a quiet place to quickly cultivate. Hua Xianyu nodded. Before she left, she glanced at Qin Fun again. Then, she resolutely left the crowd with Su Ruoro. The three of them left very quickly. It was as if they had disappeared in a few breaths. After Qin Fun finished his important announcement, he flew and landed on the ground in Hero City. As for Hua Xianyu and the other two, he did not notice them. Hero City quieted down. If it were not for the dozens of corpses of the herbal faction's disciples on the ground and the bloodstains on the ground, it would have been as if nothing had happened. The martial artists who had come to watch the show had already dispersed. They were shocked by Qin Fun and Ouyang Feng's might, and they did not dare to stay any longer. Qin Fun, I miss you so much. Lin Bei Bei was scared to death when she saw the brutal battle. Now, she threw herself into Qin Fun's arms and cried. Qin Fun gently patted Lin Bei Bei's back and comforted this weak little girl. The other beauties also surrounded Qin Fun. It was rare that they did not quarrel with each other today, and they all listened to Qin Fun. Ouyang Feng's sudden appearance shocked the people in Hero City. No one could figure out the relationship between Ouyang Feng and Qin Fun. Lu Jie and the others treated Ouyang Feng respectfully. They usually liked to joke with Qin Fun, but now they did not even joke with him. Little friend Qin Fun, since the battle here is over, I will take my leave first. Ouyang Feng took the initiative to leave, and no one dared to stop him. Brother Huang Jinghua, hurry up and prepare the banquet. We will have a good gathering at noon today. Qin Fun saw that everyone was too scared to speak, so he smiled and tried to ease the atmosphere. Lu Jie finally regained his senses. He looked around again to make sure that Ouyang Feng was not around. Then he jumped to Qin Fun's side and shouted, "Wow, boss, you invited Senior Ouyang Feng here again? You are too awesome. He is a true Qi stage powerhouse. But why do I feel like he is on call like your little brother?" Lu Jie's words shocked Qin Fun. He thought that Lu Jie had found something fishy, but Qin Fun quickly calmed down. Lu Jie was a careless person. Chapter 982. Huang Jinghua was very efficient. Long Hair led the members of the Feng group and the Hong sect to set up the banquet in minutes. Hero City used to be a mountain resort. It was a tourist attraction with enchanting scenery. The man-made beach was still preserved. The lunch party was held in the open air beside the man-made beach. More than 30 large round tables were arranged in a row. It was as if someone was holding a wedding by the sea. The fierce battle had just ended, and many people were sitting at the table with injuries. However, this didn't affect the mood of the gathering because it was a victory. Moreover, the city lord of Hero City, Qin Fun, had returned. Everyone was overjoyed. Qin Feng, eat more. I haven't seen you for 2 months. You've lost weight. The women sat at the same table as Lu Jie, Yun Zhe, and the others. The beauties put food into Qin Feng's bowl. There were already 5 bowls in front of Qin Feng, but the food in each bowl was piled like a small mountain. Ling Xian, have you guys been cultivating lately? Though he hadn't been back for 2 months, Qin Feng felt that it had been a long time since he had seen everyone. To be able to sit together and eat and chat peacefully like this was the life that Qin Feng wanted the most, and he was working hard in this area. Don't worry, we won't slack off. I'm now a Stage 3 Inner Qi cultivator. The rest of us are Stage 2 Inner Qi cultivators. Zhao Ling Xian winked at Qin Feng. This woman was born with a seductive bone. Her charming and flirtatious look captivated Qin Feng. Ling Xian, you're amazing. It's only been a few months, and you've already reached Stage 3 Inner Qi. Qin Feng did not purposely flatter Zhao Ling Xian. These women's cultivation speed was indeed much faster than ordinary people. Master, being born with a seductive bone, is something that only appears once in 100 years. Of course, her cultivation speed is much faster than ordinary people. Moreover, there has been a school of seduction since ancient times. If Zhao Ling Xian learns seduction techniques, her cultivation speed will soar. Little Pig's voice rang in Qin Feng's mind. Seduction techniques? Is there any in the system? After the incident at the herbal sect, Qin Feng felt that it was necessary for these women to quickly improve their strength. This way, they would not be bullied if they encountered danger again. Yes, but the art of charm is very profound. Without a master to guide you, it's very easy for you to go berserk while learning it by yourself, Little Pig said. Qin Feng immediately gave up on the idea of buying a seduction technique from the system for Zhao Lingxian to cultivate. He was afraid that Zhao Lingxian would have problems cultivating without someone to guide her. Hua Ta said, "My young friend, the reason why everyone is able to break through so quickly is because of the density of spiritual energy in Hero City." Hua Bei chuckled and added, "Senior Hua Tuo is right. Hero City is right next to Devil Beast Mountain. The density of spirit energy in Devil Beast Mountain is high to begin with, so the spirit energy in Hero City is abundant. Moreover, we recently built a large-scale herb garden and planted a lot of spirit herbs, so the spirit energy in Hero City has increased to another level. Cultivating in Hero City is twice as fast as cultivating outside." Recently, Qin Feng had been busy defeating the Divine Dragon and completing the mission for the William family. He had not been back for more than 2 months, so his knowledge and understanding of Hero City's development were somewhat lacking. After listening to Hua Tuo and Hua Bei's explanation, Qin Feng understood many things. No wonder the herbal sect would come to Hero City. No wonder so many forces from the outer world surrounded Hero City. They were all cultivators. They had sensed the abundance of spiritual energy in Hero City and wanted to conquer Hero City. I'll talk to you about this later. For now, don't worry too much. Eat and drink to your heart's content. Qin Feng could see the many hidden dangers in Hero City. However, he put these thoughts aside. Right now, he just wanted to enjoy the joy of reuniting with his women and brothers. "Big brother, what have you been up to lately? Next time you go out, you must bring your little brother with you. I've been staying at home and at school every day. I've been bored to death." Lu Jie raised his wine glass and toasted Qin Feng. "Don't follow me. You're just a burden," Qin Feng said to Lu Jie with a smile. Lu Jie was displeased. He was a Stage 6 inner Qi expert, and he could break through to Stage 7 inner Qi at any time. He could be considered as an expert even in the provincial capital. However, when Lu Jie thought of Qin Feng's current strength and the enemies Qin Feng had to face, he wilted. "Then I'll stay in Hero City every day. I'll look for Big Brother as soon as I break through to Stage 9 inner Qi." Lu Jie was not angry. Even though they had not seen each other for more than 2 months, everyone could see that Qin Feng had changed a lot. His aura had changed. It was stronger and harder to fathom. Qin Feng had become more mature and steady. He now had the demeanor of a master. Lin Bei and Zhao Lingxian could feel this change the most. When they were studying together in university, Qin Feng was a hedonistic young master through and through. He idled around and only knew how to flirt with girls. In less than a year, Qin Feng had transformed from a hedonistic young master to the Azure Dragon of China and the governor of Hero City. He had made many great contributions to the Dragon sect. From an ordinary person, he stood at the pinnacle of the ancient martial arts world. His enemies had changed from the 4 young masters of Acropolis City to the 4 major clans of the provincial capital. Now, he was the #1 ancient martial artist in the secular world, the Divine Dragon. All these changes were earth-shattering. Qin Feng couldn't believe it when he thought about it. "I can only stay here for a few days. After that, I'll have to go to the martial arts world." Qin Feng revealed his next plan. "Big brother, are you going to participate in the Martial Arts Society convention?" Lu Jie asked. Everyone looked at Qin Feng. Most of the women, including Zhao Lingxian, had never heard of the Martial Arts Society convention. They did not know if Qin Feng would be in danger. "I'm just going to take a look. I don't have to fight for the position of the chief of Martial Arts Society." "Don't worry, everyone." Qin Feng comforted them. Everyone heaved a sigh of relief. Chief of Martial Arts Society? It sounded scary enough. There would be many martial artists fighting for this position. The women were afraid that something would happen to Qin Feng. The women were a little disappointed when they found out that Qin Feng would only stay for a few days. However, they did not blame Qin Feng. These women were very sensible and obedient. They knew that Qin Feng had his own plans. Master, you should relax in Hero City for a few days. Don't think about anything else. Ren Xiaoyao poured some wine for Qin Feng obediently and passed it to him. Qin Feng toasted with everyone. He put on a relaxed and casual smile and said, I'm going to help everyone break through to the next stage. I want to increase the strength of Hero City by another level. Lu Jie, Yun Zhe, and the others were excited. As the descendants of an ancient martial arts family in the provincial capital, they had been trained since they were young. Their pursuit of strength was similar to the pursuit of wealth and power. Now that Qin Feng, a stage 9 inner chi expert, was helping them, Lu Jie could almost see himself breaking through to stage 7 inner chi. Everyone was very happy during the meal. Almost everyone was knocked out by Qin Feng. Qin Feng was already drunk. He didn't even know who had carried him back. Hey, where are you guys taking Qin Feng? In the hotel corridor, the women, who had not quarreled for a whole day, suddenly became two teams. Lin Bei and Zhao Lingxian supported Qin Feng against the wall. Lu Wenjing crossed her arms and stared coldly at the two women. Where do you think we're taking him? Of course we're taking him to our rooms. Lin Bei usually did not speak during quarrels, so Zhao Lingxian answered Lu Wenjing. Why should we take him to your rooms? Qin Feng is going to sleep at my place tonight. Lu Wenjing was unhappy. Of course he's going to sleep in our room. Qin Feng met us first. Zhao Lingxian did not back down. Hua Yin and Ren Xiaoyao stood next to Lu Wenjing. Hua Yin was not someone to be trifled with. So what if he knew me first? Qin Feng likes me more. We've done missions together and experienced life and death together. Have you? Zhao Lingxian suddenly choked. She really hadn't experienced life and death with Qin Feng before. However, this was only because she hadn't had the opportunity. If she had had the opportunity, she wouldn't have hesitated to live and die with Qin Feng. Why you haven't done anything with Qin Feng? There's no point in sending him to your rooms. Zhao Lingxian was desperate and spoke boldly. Lu Wenjing was speechless. She really hadn't done anything with Qin Feng. However, Hua Yin was not worried. She said forcefully, Who said we haven't done anything? I've done it with Qin Feng in the cave. Have you experienced that? Hua Yin was even more outspoken than Zhao Lingxian. The beautiful Su sisters and Li Yu Chun, who were standing to the side, all blushed. Bai Qing didn't say anything. She felt that it was a serious problem who Qin Feng would sleep with tonight. The main thing was that Qin Feng was drunk, so it was impossible for him to turn the tables. Qin Feng is my master. I've always taken care of him when he was drunk. I've given him a bath and a massage before. Master should sleep with me tonight, Ren Xiaoyao suddenly said. We'll also take care of Qin Feng. Your reason is completely invalid. Zhao Lingxian immediately retorted. The women all spoke one after another. None of them backed down. The scene was too beautiful to look at, and the atmosphere became tense. Tap, tap, tap. The crisp sound of high heels hitting the ground could be heard. The women all looked towards the walkway. Han Ying walked over in a tight black dress and red high heels. Seeing Han Ying, all of the women were dumbfounded. Beauties, let Qin Feng stay with me tonight. I'll take good care of him. Han Ying was the oldest and most mature of the women. She gave off the aura of a queen, and the women all suddenly retreated. Chapter 983. This time, Qin Feng went to America to find Han Ying. When he returned, Han Ying also came back with Qin Feng, Li Xingtian, and Qin Wudao. However, after arriving in Hong Kong, Qin Feng stayed for a day. Because Han Ying really missed her father, she took a plane back to Jincheng City. After staying in Jincheng City for a few days, Han Ying and her father were very happy. Now that Han Ying had some free time, she immediately rushed over from Jincheng City to Hero City. Yu Chun, Qing Qing, long time no see. You've become more and more beautiful. Han Ying greeted the two women. Big sister Ying, don't make fun of us. You're the one who's become more and more beautiful, Li Yu Chun said as she smiled. After exchanging a few pleasantries, Han Ying got down to business. Wasn't this a mountain resort? How did it become Hero City? Han Ying hadn't been back for a while. After coming back, she found that China had changed a lot, especially Qin Feng. Now, almost everyone in China's martial arts and business circles was talking about Qin Feng. Big sister Ying, long time no see. Acropolis City has completely changed. How about you chat with Qin Feng tonight? If he knows you're back, he'll be happy. After seeing Han Ying, Bai Qing and Liu Chun gave up on fighting for the opportunity to stay with Qin Feng tonight. The two women didn't know that Han Ying was brought back from America by Qin Feng, so they felt that Han Ying should spend more time with Qin Feng. Bai Qing and Liu Chun said their goodbyes to the other sisters and left. Han Ying looked at the remaining beauties. Although she looked as calm as a queen, Han Ying couldn't help but exclaim in her heart. This Qin Feng's nature hadn't changed. He was too fickle, and the women he found were all outstanding beauties. Even a great beauty like Han Ying was starting to lose confidence in her own looks. Little sisters, I'll take care of Qin Feng tonight. You guys go rest. Han Ying looked at everyone warmly. Zhao Ling Xian and the other beauties had heard of Han Ying, so they left. Leaving Qin Feng to Han Ying was the best choice for the night. Everyone bid farewell to Han Ying and left. Han Ying helped Qin Feng into the presidential suite. Qin Feng hadn't woken up after drinking for the entire afternoon. Han Ying went into the room and brewed some hangover tea for Qin Feng. Then, she took off Qin Feng's clothes and wiped his body. After the girls left, they all returned to their rooms to rest. Rin Xiao Yao had just returned to her room when she was shocked. Grandma, Dad, Mom, third aunt, fourth uncle, fifth aunt. Why are you squatting in front of my room so late at night? At the door of Rin Xiao Yao's house, almost all the main relatives of the Rin family had gathered. Everyone was originally yawning listlessly, but when they saw Rin Xiao Yao coming over, they welcomed her as if they had been injected with chicken blood. Little demon, where's my grandson-in-law? Qin Feng's son-in-law didn't come. Could he have been snatched away by another woman? Xiao Yao, what did I teach you? You have to learn how to fight and carve out a bloody path among other women. You have to wear sexy clothes so that Qin Feng will pay more attention to you. Everyone surrounded Rin Xiao Yao as if they were trying their best to teach her. Rin Xiao Yao's ears were almost calloused from listening to them. She opened the door and ran into the room. Little demon, you're such a disobedient child. Did you listen to what I said? Which vixen did Qin Feng's grandson-in-law run off with tonight? Grandma, I'm going to knock on her door in the middle of the night so that they can't have sex tonight. The Rin family was an influential family in the provincial capital. The St. Medic Hall's reputation skyrocketed after it won the championship in the Medicinal Pill Conference. However, the Rin family did not dare to be arrogant. They knew that it was Qin Feng who helped them achieve all of this. During this period of time, the Rin family was not in the mood to take care of their business. They were all thinking of ways to make Rin Xiao Yao become Qin Feng's woman. Rin Xiao Yao was extremely gloomy. She did not expect that she could not stop her relatives even if she ran into the room. Rin Xiao Yao jumped onto the bed and covered her ears with the blanket. Silly girl, tell me the truth. Did something happen between you and Qin Feng? Mama Rin pulled off the blanket and looked at Rin Xiao Yao seriously. Rin Xiao Yao pulled her hair and pouted. Not yet. There are too many women around, Master. It's not my turn. Ever since Qin Feng went to Rin Xiao Yao's house to break through when Qin Feng challenged the Dragon God, Rin Xiao Yao was dead set on recognizing Qin Feng as her master. Now, she was completely obedient to Qin Feng. Rin Xiao Yao did not mind having a relationship with Qin Feng. It was just that she was not ranked. Mama Rin's brows knitted tightly. She thought for a while and said, "How about this? We'll create an opportunity for you tomorrow night. Do Qin Feng." The Rin family's relatives nodded. Yes, you must do Qin Feng tomorrow night. Rin Xiao Yao did not know whether to laugh or cry. How could there be such a family? They even forced a girl to push a man and a man with many women around him. Oh, I'll give it a try. Although Rin Xiao Yao felt that this method was not very reliable, she could only agree to it for the sake of some peace. Silly girl, it's not a try. You must use all your strength. I heard that Qin Feng will only stay for a few days before leaving again. If you don't hurry, who knows if you'll have another chance in the future. Ren Xiaoyao did not think much of it at first. However, after hearing her family's words, she became a little nervous. Okay, then what should I do tomorrow? There are too many women around Qin Feng. I'm afraid it won't be my turn again, Ren Xiaoyao said with a crying face. Don't worry about this. We'll help you settle those women. The rest is all up to you. Ren Xiaoyao was fooled by her family, and she herself became muddle-headed. After agreeing to her family's request, the Ren family left Ren Xiaoyao's room in satisfaction. Ren Xiaoyao finally heaved a sigh of relief and fell asleep as soon as she laid on the bed. Han Ying had already wiped Qin Feng's body. When she saw Qin Feng's muscular body, Han Ying's charming face blushed. After working for a long time, Han Ying was covered in fragrant sweat. She took off her clothes and went to the bathroom to take a shower. Han Ying thought Qin Feng had fallen asleep, so she didn't mind. After showering, she stood naked in front of the bathroom mirror and dried her hair. When did you wake up? Han Ying was suddenly hugged by someone. She quickly regained her senses and looked at Qin Feng's handsome face in the rearview mirror. Han Ying felt as if her heart was going to jump out her chest. Ying, how was your stay at father-in-law's? After lying down for a while, Qin Feng's alcohol had mostly dissipated. When he opened his eyes, he saw Han Ying standing in front of the bathroom mirror. He thought he was dreaming. I'm fine with father. Don't worry. Han Ying's voice was as soft as a mosquito. Her snow-white skin was flushed. Qin Feng carried Han Ying onto the bed. In America, Qin Feng and Han Ying didn't progress any further. Qin Feng was afraid that Han Ying's psychological shadow hadn't dissipated. However, looking at Han Ying's appearance tonight, it was about time to make a move. Chapter 984. The next morning, Rao Sherman and Zhang Kuku arrived at Hero City. The arrival of the two women caused a commotion in Hero City because Zhao Lingxian and the other women were fans of the Pretty Girls group. Lu Jie and the other men also liked Rao Sherman and Zhang Kuku. Wow, are they really the Pretty Girls group? I've only seen them on TV before. Now I can finally see them in person. Lin Bei was so excited that she danced with joy. Su Qiuyu and Su Xiatian were also very happy. Liu Chun, Han Ying, and Hua Yin were already acquainted with the Pretty Girls group. When they saw the two women, they welcomed them warmly. Long time no see, Sherman. You're getting more and more elegant. All right, Sherman, I heard you've changed your career to film a movie. You're filming the most popular IP movie of the year, Hedonist Sovereign, right? Everyone surrounded Rao Sherman, but none of them talked to Zhang Kuku. Zhang Kuku was displeased. She pulled Lin Bei and Zhao Lingxian and yelled, Sherman and I are filming a new movie. We just finished filming the movie and it will be released at the end of this month. Please come and support us when the movie is released. Lin Bei and Zhao Lingxian were stunned. They replied politely to Zhang Kuku, all right, you're Qin Feng's good friend. We'll definitely go and support you when the movie is released. Zhang Kuku seemed to have regained her sense of presence. She yelled loudly, of course I'm going. Let me tell you, I have a sex scene with Qin Feng in the movie. Zhang Kuku blurted out in excitement. The women exclaimed in surprise. Qin Feng is acting in a movie? Qin Feng, didn't you go out to do business for the past 2 months? So you went out to film a movie to pick up girls? The women were unhappy. They glared at Qin Feng. Rao Sherman and Zhang Kuku realized that Qin Feng did not reveal Zheng Shuai's identity to these women. What? I'm not acting in a movie. Don't listen to Kuku's nonsense. She's not in the right mind. She's always spouting nonsense. Qin Feng glared at Zhang Kuku. Zhao Lingxian did not believe him. She pointed at Zhang Kuku and said, she said it just now, and she said it very seriously. How can it be a lie? Zhang Kuku was aware that she had caused a big trouble. Her eyes flickered as she tried to avoid looking at them. What did I just say? I didn't say anything. The girls were rendered speechless by Zhang Kuku. Rao Sherman hastily stepped forward to help Qin Feng out of the predicament. Sisters, please don't misunderstand. The main character of the movie is Zheng Shuai, not Qin Feng. As soon as Rao Sherman mentioned Zheng Shuai's name, all the girls went crazy, and the scene exploded out of control. Did Zheng Shuai really star in the movie Hedonist Sovereign? Didn't you say that the Hong Kong film company canceled the collaboration because they thought Zheng Shuai was ugly? Ling Xian, your news is too lame. America's Film Corporation doesn't like Zheng Shuai, so they canceled his male lead role. Lin Bei said, how come I heard that Zheng Shuai finished acting in the movie? I heard that he changed the tragic romance into a hilarious and nonsensical style. Li Yuchen mumbled. Zheng Shuai's fame wasn't just for show. He was already famous all over the country. Zhao Ling Xian and the other beauties were all in their 20s, and they usually paid attention to the entertainment industry's gossip. Of course, they knew Zheng Shuai, and almost all of them were Zheng Shuai fans. Qin Feng watched as the beauties talked about Zheng Shuai and completely ignored him. He didn't know if he should be happy or sad. Don't talk nonsense. Zheng Shuai's contract wasn't terminated. The Hong Kong and America film companies are fighting to have him in the movie. Zheng Shuai's acting is the best in this movie, and he's the Prince Charming in Kuku's heart. Zhang Kuku praised Qin Feng in all sorts of weird ways. All right, Sherman, you must have Zheng Shuai's contact number, right? Quick, send it to me. Li Yuchen couldn't hold it in anymore. She looked at Rao Sherman impatiently. The other girls also stared at Rao Sherman. They took out their phones and waited for Rao Sherman to reveal Zheng Shuai's private WeChat contact number. Ahem, the weather is pretty good today. Let's go surfing. Qin Feng couldn't stand it anymore, so he coughed twice. The girls immediately regained their senses. They realized that they had neglected Qin Feng in their excitement. Lin Bei ran to Qin Feng and held his arm obediently. I am just a fan. I don't mean anything else. Let's go surfing. Big boss Qin Feng is the best. Lu Jie stepped forward and tried to ease the atmosphere. The atmosphere was heated up by his words, but Qin Feng's face turned colder and colder. You're the one who's the best. The girls followed Qin Feng guiltily. They were amused when they saw Qin Feng's sullen expression. Qin Feng walked to the beach. After staying in Hero City for a while, he discovered another strange place in Hero City. It was winter now, and the capital and Acropolis City were cold and windy. The people on the streets were wearing sweaters and cotton-padded jackets. However, the temperature in Hero City was just right. It felt like spring all year round. The girls were still wearing skirts and shorts. Not only was the temperature strange, but the plants in Hero City did not wither either. It was green as far as the eye could see. Those who didn't know better would think that it was spring when they walked by. Master, it's because of the abundance of spiritual energy. Also, we're all martial artists, so our physiques are several times stronger than ordinary people. Naturally, our resistance to cold is also stronger. Therefore, we don't feel cold. Little Pig explained with telepathy. Qin Feng was stunned. If that's the case, when all the herb gardens in Hero City are planted with all kinds of spiritual herbs and spiritual plants, and the spiritual energy in Hero City would be more abundant, wouldn't it be like spring all year round? It would become a real paradise on Earth. Qin Feng seemed to have seen Hero City in the future. At that time, the city would be shrouded in clouds and mist, and one could touch the clouds with their hands. The city was filled with trees, and spiritual beasts were running happily in the forest. Qin Feng would bring the girls to cultivate in the mountains. When they were free, they would ride the golden eagle and travel thousands of miles in a day. Just thinking about it made him excited. As Qin Feng was lost in his thoughts, he realized that they had reached the beach. Zhang Kuku could not bear to see the sea. She stood by the beach and shouted, "Sea, why do you have so much water?" The girls were queuing up to board the yacht. When they heard Zhang Kuku's words, they almost fell to the ground. Big brother Qin Feng, I don't want to board the yacht. Let's go surfing. Zhang Kuku was very brave. She felt that sitting on the yacht was not exciting enough, so she asked Qin Feng to take her surfing. Qin Feng patted Zhang Kuku's head and stepped on a surfboard with her in his arms. Lu Jie was responsible for steering the yacht. He pulled Qin Feng and Zhang Kuku to the surface of the sea. Wow, it's so fast. The waves are hitting my face. The girls' yacht had set off, and they screamed at the top of the sea. Yunze, hurry up. Let's make a few sharp turns and drift. Yin Xiao, Lu Wenjing, Hua Yin, and the others were sitting on a yacht. Yin Xiao was still an ordinary person, so she screamed in fear. However, Hua Yin and the others felt that it was not exciting enough. They shouted for Yunze to continue accelerating, causing Yunze to be in a dilemma. Big brother Qin Feng, this is so boring. This yacht is not going fast at all, Zhang Kuku complained. Lu Jie had been driving the yacht with his foot on the accelerator. He was so angry that he almost jumped off the yacht when he heard Zhang Kuku's complaint. Kuku, this yacht can only go so fast. Qin Feng hugged Zhang Kuku tightly. Zhang Kuku was almost hanging on Qin Feng, so she did not feel that the yacht was going fast. She knew that she would not be in danger if she stayed with Qin Feng. Fatty, hurry up, or else I'll ask big brother Qin Feng to beat you up, Zhang Kuku complained. Lu Jie rolled his eyes and pretended that he did not hear Zhang Kuku's complaint. Qin Feng also felt that the yacht was too slow. It did not match his stage 9 inner chi strength at all. When the yacht was about to reach the edge of Devil Beast Mountain, Qin Feng suddenly felt a sense of familiarity. A gigantic sea monster was flying towards them from the deep sea. Ah, what kind of monster is that? Everyone be careful, Zhao Ling Xian exclaimed. Yunze, hurry up and turn back. It looks like a shark. Cloudy Sky responded quickly. Holy shit, how is that a shark? It's definitely a whale. No, it's even bigger than a whale. Hua Yin was so shocked that she did not know what to do. The sea monster was none other than the black tortoise. The commotion it caused was too great. Waves rose from the distant sea, and the waves were as high as 5 meters. It was as if a tsunami was coming. Lu Jie could no longer remain calm. He quickly turned the yacht around and said, "Oh my God, boss. A huge sea monster is sneaking into Hero City Sea. Let's go get reinforcements and kill it." Qin Feng was so angry that he almost kicked Lu Jie into the black tortoise's mouth. He hugged Zhang Kuku and leaped towards the waves. Qin Feng, come back quickly. Boss, we know you're powerful, but this is a huge sea monster. Don't act tough. Lu Jie was so scared that his face turned pale. Everyone stared at Qin Feng. They were so shocked that they forgot what they were supposed to do when they saw Qin Feng carrying Zhang Kuku toward the sea monster. Rumble. The black tortoise, which had been submerged in the water, suddenly leaped out of the sea. The waves rose more than 10 meters high and formed pillars of water. It was as magnificent as a fountain. Zhang Kuku finally regained her senses. She wiped the saliva from the corner of her mouth and stared at Qin Feng with widened eyes. Big brother Qin Feng, Kuku knows she's wrong. I won't tell those women that you're Zheng Shuai. Please don't feed me to the sea monster. Qin Feng did not know whether to laugh or cry at Zhang Kuku's teasing. He liked this girl more and more. At this moment, Qin Feng landed on the black tortoise's shell. The surface area of the shell was so huge that it could drive a few cars around it. Wow, this giant toad is so scary. How did it grow so big? Zhang Kuku ran around the black tortoise's back like a madman. Qin Feng's mouth twitched. He glared at Zhang Kuku and yelled, "Look closely. This is a giant turtle. Do you have a toad that looks like this?" Chapter 985. Lu Jie and the other men lost their cool when they saw Qin Feng and Zhang Kuku on the water monster's back. 3 dark shadows leaped into the water and landed on Black Turtle's back in a few breaths' time. Don't be afraid, boss. Little brother Lu Jie is here. Big brother Qin Feng, leave with celebrity Kuku. We'll cover you. Brother-in-law, let's go. Lu Jie and Huang Jinghua pushed Qin Feng and Zhang Kuku away while Yunze smashed his fiery rod on Black Turtle's back. Qin Feng's mouth twitched violently, and he almost fainted. Yunze, quickly stop. This is my pet, not some big water monster. Qin Feng quickly stopped Yin Zhe. If someone else dared to hit Black Turtle, Qin Feng would have kicked that person into the sea. Lu Jie and the other two men were stunned. They looked at Qin Feng as if they had senile dementia. Boss, are you stupid? Is this a pet? Don't talk nonsense. Qin Feng kicked Lu Jie's butt and scolded. You're the stupid one. This little guy is called Black Turtle, and he's my good friend. Don't hurt him, or I won't be able to stop him if he gets angry. Back then, Qin Feng had used the system's synthesis interface to create the black tortoise. At that time, the black tortoise was only the size of Qin Feng's palm. Therefore, Qin Feng still liked to call his battle pets little guys. They were like Qin Feng's children. In his eyes, they would never grow up. However, Qin Feng's nickname made Lu Jie and the others sigh. Even Zhang Kuku was stunned. This guy is as big as a cruise ship, and you still have the cheek to call him little guy? Master, Black Turtle said to let that guy hit him a few more times. It feels good. Little Pig's voice suddenly sounded in Qin Feng's mind. Qin Feng felt helpless again. He had underestimated the Black Tortoise's defensive ability. With Yun Zhe's current inner six-stage strength, attacking the Black Tortoise's turtle shell was really like massaging. Boss, if this is really your pet, then we're leaving. Lu Jie was still in a daze. Go back with Huang Jinghua and protect those beauties. Otherwise, I'll throw you two into the sea to feed the fishes. Qin Feng glared at Lu Jie and jumped back to the yacht. Yunze was about to leave when Qin Feng called him. Brother Yunze, hit Black Tortoise a few more times. Yunze was suddenly stunned. Big brother Qin Feng, I don't dare. I didn't know this was your pet just now. Otherwise, why would I deal with him? Qin Feng knew that Yunze had misunderstood and explained with a chuckle. That's not what I meant. This little guy just told me that it was very comfortable when you hit him, so he wants you to hit him a few more times. Yunze finally understood. He felt as if his heart had been stabbed twice. Yunze was a martial artist at the sixth stage after all, but the attack he launched was actually just to massage this big water monster. Zhang Kuku was still running around on Black Tortoise's back like a happy little bird. Qin Feng doted on Zhang Kuku so much that he released Flaming Dragon for Zhang Kuku to ride. With a sullen face, Yunze sat on the Black Tortoise's back and used the fire rod to hit the Black Tortoise's shell over and over again. After Lu Jie and Huang Jinghua returned to their yacht, they told the sisters-in-law that Big Brother Qin Feng was not in danger. When the ladies found out that Black Tortoise was Qin Feng's pet, they were all stunned. Master, Little Demon also wants to ride the big water monster. Quick, let me ride it. Little Demon Run looked at Black Tortoise and danced excitedly. However, her words were a little ambiguous. Qin Feng did not know whether Little Demon Run wanted to ride the Black Tortoise or him. The other women also screamed. Their dolphin screams were even more deafening than the sound of the waves. Qin Feng ordered the Black Tortoise to slow down. All the women were martial artists, except for Cloudy Sky. They all jumped onto the Black Tortoise's back. Cloudy Sky was also brought up by Little Demon Run and Hua Yin. Wow, there's a horse on it? Does it have to be so cool? Little Demon Run was stunned when she saw Zhang Kuku running happily on Flaming Dragon. She also wanted to play. Master, can you get Little Demon a horse as well? Little Demon will be obedient and serve Master at all times. Little Demon ran up and squatted beside Qin Feng. She held Qin Feng's arm and began to act coquettishly. Qin Feng patted Little Demon Ren's head. With a thought, the glacial snow mastiff leaped out. Most of the people present had joined the Hero Alliance. Qin Feng no longer hid his abilities in front of them. Instead, he displayed some of the system's abilities from time to time, so that they could accept the existence of the system in the future. The glacial snow mastiff landed on the ground and shocked everyone. Lu Jie raised the Overlord Slash and was about to attack the glacial snow mastiff. However, the glacial snow mastiff's ice spike instantly froze him into an ice sculpture. Everyone, don't be afraid. This is also my pet. Qin Feng hastily comforted the ladies and Huang Jinghua when he saw them getting ready for battle. Everyone was shocked once again. How many pets does Qin Feng have? Also, Why are Qin Feng's pets so different from others? Wow, is this Master's pet too? Can I ride on it? Little demon Rin jumped onto the glacial snow mastiff's back. The glacial snow mastiff only recognized Qin Feng as its master. It started to roar and jump around, scaring little demon Rin. Snow mastiff, that's your future mistress. Take her for a spin. Qin Feng communicated with the glacial snow mastiff telepathically. The wild and violent glacial snow mastiff instantly calmed down and became as docile as a big tabby cat. Everyone was shocked by the scene before them. They saw Qin Feng go up and touch the glacial snow mastiff, and the ferocious beast immediately turned into a little lamb. The glacial snow mastiff was already running on the black tortoise's back with little demon Rin on it. Little demon Rin shrieked excitedly while Zhang Cuckoo rode the flaming dragon horse to chase after the glacial snow mastiff. The two girls were having a lot of fun. Qin Feng, I want to play too. Do you have any more pets? Zhao Xian and Lin Bei also ran to Qin Feng's side and asked coquettishly. The other women looked at Qin Feng pitifully. Qin Feng had no choice but to release the flaming golden eagle. When the giant bird came out, it brought even more shock to everyone. The flaming golden eagle flew in the sky. Compared to the glacial snow mastiff and the flaming dragon horse, its presence was too shocking. Moreover, this stupid bird was arrogant. So Qin Feng had no choice but to put an invisibility cloak on the flaming golden eagle. The flaming golden eagle was huge. It could carry 7 to 8 people at a time. The rest of the women ran to the flaming golden eagle's back and soared in the sky above Hero City. The black tortoise was stealthily gliding on the surface of the sea while the flaming golden eagle circled in the sky. The scene was so spectacular that the women felt like they were dreaming. After playing for a while, the women changed their mounts. Those who rode on the golden eagle rode on the snow mastiff, while Zhang Cuckoo and Rin Xiao Yao rode on the golden eagle. These 3 pets were ferocious, brave, and skillful in battle. Now that they had become adorable pets for everyone to play with, Qin Feng felt that it was enough. Big brother Qin Feng, let's go surfing. Let the giant toad pull us along. After Zhang Cuckoo alighted from the flaming golden eagle, she ran to Qin Feng's side and looked at him mysteriously. Qin Feng did not think too much about it and jumped to the surface of the sea with Zhang Cuckoo in his arms. Qin Feng stepped on the surfboard and tied the rope to the black tortoise's tail. Zhang Cuckoo lay in Qin Feng's arms like an octopus. The black tortoise's speed was incredibly fast. Waves surged in all directions, and waves of water surrounded Qin Feng and Zhang Cuckoo. The women on the black tortoise's back could not even see Qin Feng and Zhang Cuckoo clearly. Huh? Cuckoo, what are you doing? Qin Feng felt that the black tortoise's speed was only compatible with his stage 9 inner chi. While he was enjoying himself, he suddenly felt his belt being unbuckled. Zhang Cuckoo had already come down from Qin Feng's back. She squatted on the surfboard and hugged Qin Feng's thighs tightly. She looked up at Qin Feng with a smirk, and Qin Feng felt like he was going to heaven. The black tortoise was extremely fast. Qin Feng surfed and waved at the same time. After squatting for a while, Qin Feng carried Zhang Cuckoo in his arms. Both of them surfed and waved at the same time. Zhang Cuckoo didn't even try to suppress her emotions. She screamed wildly in Qin Feng's ears, causing his blood to boil. Qin Feng, we're tired. Let's go back to the beach and have a barbecue. Hua Yan's voice resounded in Qin Feng's mind after he lost track of time. It came from a hero alliance. Qin Feng guessed that everyone was hungry. He and Zhang Cuckoo had reached the peak of the surf together. Cuckoo, we're going to the shore, Qin Feng reminded Zhang Cuckoo. Zhang Cuckoo was still immersed in Qin Feng's bravery. She looked at Qin Feng with her big, misty eyes and said, Oh, are we going to the shore so soon? What a pity. I'll sneak into your room tonight. I'm going to have fun for the whole night. Qin Feng realized that Zhang Cuckoo was very wild and crazy when she fought. She was also very strong. This girl was also very carefree. Qin Feng had to remind her, Cuckoo, you're my woman. Don't mess around when I'm not around. Zhang Cuckoo glared at Qin Feng angrily. I'm not a bad woman. I'm only fooling around with you because I like you, big brother Qin Feng. If it were someone else, I'd be disgusted. Qin Feng chuckled and hugged Cuckoo. Then, he leaped onto the black tortoise's back and said, Come on, let's go to the beach and have a barbecue. Zhang Cuckoo was still complaining that she had to go back after a while. As soon as both of them were on the black tortoise's back, Su Xiaotian ran up to Qin Feng and complained, Big brother Qin Feng, you're so naughty. Why did you bring Cuckoo with you? Why didn't you bring Xiaotian along? Aren't you tired after surfing for 3 hours? Qin Feng and Zhang Cuckoo were shocked when they realized that the battle had lasted for 3 hours. Qin Feng pulled Su Xiaotian into his arms and looked at the ladies awkwardly. Ladies, let's go to the shore. I'll make a barbecue for all of you. I guarantee it'll be the most delicious barbecue you've ever tasted in your life. Chapter 986. The black tortoise carried the girls back to the shore. The beauties went to prepare the delicious ingredients while Qin Feng, Lu Jie, and the others started a fire by the shore to prepare the barbecue. Starting a fire was not a problem at all. Qin Feng casually slapped a ball of fire of destruction with his palm. However, Qin Feng controlled the intensity of the fire of destruction. The intensity of the fire of destruction was similar to that of an ordinary flame. However, the fire of destruction still contained spiritual energy. It went without saying that it would be delicious to barbecue with such a rich spiritual energy flame. The ingredients for the girls had not been brought over yet, so Qin Feng sat by the seaside to enjoy the breeze. He looked at the great black tortoise, who was fishing and eating by the sea. Suddenly, he thought of the ancient giant beast remains gene he had received when he completed the William family mission. Qin Feng moved his mind, and the ancient giant beast remains gene appeared in his hand. He wondered if he could give this gene to the black tortoise. It was Qin Feng's first time looking at the ancient giant beast DNA. It was a bottle of enchanting purple liquid that was stored in a small round bottle. It looked like a high-grade beverage. Little pig, can you give this to black tortoise? The black tortoise's current strength was already considered an overlord of the sea. If he drank this bottle of medicine, wouldn't he become the overlord of the entire sea? Master, drinking the black tortoise is useless. The black tortoise is a battle pet and has its own genetic chain. If it drinks the genes of the ancient beast remains, it will break the black tortoise's original genetic chain. As a result, the two types of genes won't be able to be used, Little Pig explained. Qin Feng did not know much about the genes of ancient beasts, so he asked, What is the use of this genofluid? The genes of the ancient almighty beast remains are a complete copy of the genetic code. It's better to use it on ordinary objects. This way, it can fully unleash the power of the ancient almighty beast gene. Just like how Master wanted to give it to Qin Wudao, it would destroy Qin Wudao's original strength and ability. I don't know if this is good or bad. After listening to Little Pig's explanation, Qin Feng finally understood. The genes from the remains of ancient beasts had a chance of activating some of the abilities of ancient beasts. Moreover, it was best to use it on ordinary people. This way, there wouldn't be a situation where they would mutually restrain each other. Was it just ordinary people or living creatures? Qin Feng couldn't find a suitable choice in such a short time. I'm dying of thirst. I'm dying of thirst. What kind of drink is this? It's my first time seeing it. Is it delicious? Qin Feng was thinking about who he should give this ancient beast's remains gene medicine to. Zhang Cuckoo had snatched the gene serum from his hand, and the girl had already finished it in one gulp. The corner of Qin Feng's mouth twitched. He glared at Zhang Cuckoo and yelled, Silly girl, who allowed you to drink it? Qin Feng was scared to death. Even he didn't know what the effects of the ancient beast remains genofluid were. How could he let Zhang Cuckoo drink it? If something happened to her, Qin Feng wouldn't know what to do. It had been a long time since Zhang Cuckoo saw Qin Feng being so fierce. She said nervously, I am thirsty, so I drank it. Big brother Qin Feng, I'm sorry. What kind of drink is this? It smells weird. Zhang Cuckoo sat beside Qin Feng and began to act coquettishly. Qin Feng felt helpless. Cuckoo, can you calm down a little? You don't even know what that thing is, yet you drank it. Aren't you afraid of dying from the poison? Zhang Cuckoo's expression changed drastically. Poison? Is this for real? Big brother Qin Feng, please save Cuckoo. Cuckoo's body is so hot that my heart is about to stop beating. Qin Feng was amused by Zhang Cuckoo. He patted her head and said, all right, stop pretending. That a bottle of ancient beast remains genofluid. It's a good thing, but I've never used it before, so I don't know what will happen to your body. If you feel anything wrong with your body, tell me immediately. Qin Feng had asked Little Pig about it, and Little Pig said that the genofluid produced by the system wouldn't have any problems. Qin Feng was relieved. Zhang Cuckoo jumped in fright. It was her first time hearing about the ancient beast remains genofluid. What the hell is that? Big brother Qin Feng, will I turn into an ancient beast? I don't want to. Please let me turn back into the cute and adorable Cuckoo. Zhang Cuckoo grabbed Qin Feng's arm and yelled. She shook Qin Feng's arm so hard that it almost broke. At this moment, the other beauties rushed to Qin Feng with the ingredients they liked. Qin Feng did not want them to know about the ancient beast remains genofluid, so he patted Zhang Cuckoo's thigh and said, go to the washroom and spit it out. Zhang Cuckoo was taken aback for a moment. Then, she turned into a gust of wind and ran away. The ladies were not surprised by Zhang Cuckoo's careless behavior, because she was always like this. Qin Feng, I'll leave the ingredients to you. Hurry up and roast them. The girls placed the ingredients beside Qin Feng and then ran to play on Black Tortoise's back. These ingredients were all pierced with pliers, and Qin Feng directly placed them on the rack to barbecue. Because there was the spirit energy of the destructive fire to barbecue, Qin Feng didn't need to add other seasonings. Ah, it's a shark. It's really a shark this time. Perhaps it was the aroma of Qin Feng's barbecue that was too fragrant. A shark appeared in the middle of the beach and circled around the area. The lady screamed in fear, while Black Tortoise bellowed at the shark disdainfully. The shark seemed to be afraid of Black Tortoise and retreated to a safe distance. Black Tortoise wanted to have a good meal with the shark, but it did not move. It lay quietly on the beach, probably because it was afraid of the ladies on its back. Damn shark, how dare you chase after me? I'll kill you. The ladies calmed down when they saw the shark did not dare to chase after them. Suddenly, they heard an angry roar coming from afar. The roar sounded like the roar of an ancient beast. Everyone was stunned when they saw Zhang Cuckoo driving a yacht and being chased by a shark. Cuckoo, it's Cuckoo boss. Bad news. The superstar Cuckoo is being attacked by a shark. Let's go and save her. Lu Jie and the ladies were terrified and did not know what to do next. Qin Feng had already hopped onto a yacht and sped towards Zhang Cuckoo. While driving the yacht, Qin Feng couldn't help but wonder, when did this silly girl drive a yacht to the deep-sea region? Qin Feng could hear the screams of the women behind him. In front of him was the scene of the shark chasing after Zhang Cuckoo at high speed. Zhang Cuckoo seemed to be annoyed by the shark's pursuit. She kept cursing at the shark. Qin Feng had no idea what she was thinking. Did Zhang Cuckoo think that the shark could understand her? To Qin Feng's surprise, Zhang Cuckoo was not afraid at all, even though the shark was about to catch up to her. Instead, she looked furious. Bang! Suddenly, a loud noise reverberated in the air. It turned out that the shark had rammed into the yacht. The yacht was sent flying into the air along with Zhang Cuckoo. Then, the yacht began to fall. Zhang Cuckoo leaped and landed on the shark's back. Cuckoo, don't do anything stupid, Qin Feng shouted in fear, but Zhang Cuckoo did not seem to hear Qin Feng's voice. Her eyes were bloodshot. Riding on the shark's back, she punched the shark repeatedly. Bang! 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 Zhang Cuckoo was just an ordinary person. She used to punch Qin Feng, so Qin Feng knew that her punches were as weak as scratching an itch. However, every time Zhang Cuckoo punched the shark, a loud noise reverberated in the air. It was as if Zhang Cuckoo was holding a sledgehammer in her hand and hammering the shark with all her might. Roar! The shark let out a painful cry. It moved faster and faster, and its body was still struggling. Half of the shark's body was now above the water surface. Zhang Cuckoo did not stop. She punched the shark and yelled, "Stinky shark, How dare you chase after me and crash my yacht? I'm going to ride you back to the beach. Qin Feng drove the yacht to Zhang Kuku's side, but he was not in a hurry to rescue her. Qin Feng was stunned. He did not need to rescue Zhang Kuku since the shark was already half dead. It was more appropriate for him to rescue the shark. Big brother Qin Feng, why isn't the shark moving? Zhang Kuku seemed to be exhausted. She suddenly smiled at Qin Feng innocently. The corner of Qin Feng's mouth twitched when he saw the shark had dyed the water red. Kuku, are you all right? Get on the yacht. Qin Feng quickly pulled Zhang Kuku back to his yacht. The shark floated on the surface of the water and lay motionless. It was dead. The shark seems to be dead. It's so weak. Big brother Qin Feng, there's so many of us here. We can roast the shark. Zhang Kuku was not scared of being chased by a shark. Instead, she was still coveting the shark. Qin Feng couldn't understand what was going on. He carried Zhang Kuku in his arms and examined her from head to toe. He was only relieved when he was certain that Zhang Kuku was not injured. Then he stared at Zhang Kuku's head and fell in a deep thought. Master, Zhang Kuku drank the ancient giant beast's remains gene serum. I think the serum's gene has awakened. That's why Zhang Kuku suddenly became so strong. Little Pig's voice sounded. Qin Feng was shocked. The ancient giant beast's remains gene serum was so powerful. Zhang Kuku had only drunk it for half an hour. How could her body change so fast? Master, the ancient giant beast's remains gene serum is very complicated. It takes a long time to fuse with it. I think Zhang Kuku was too emotional and triggered a part of the ancient giant beast's remains gene serum. That's why she became so strong. However, she will return to normal after a while. Once the ancient giant beast's remains gene serum is completely fused with Zhang Kuku, she will possess some of the ancient giant beast's abilities permanently. Qin Feng heaved a sigh of relief when he saw that Zhang Kuku's transformation was for the better. Under Zhang Kuku's insistence, Qin Feng had no choice but to tie the shark to the back of the yacht. The yacht could not drag the shark. Kuku, why did you drive the yacht to the sea? It's dangerous. Qin Feng asked as he caressed Zhang Kuku's head. You're tuning into the Romance Rendezvous YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.